bottom lane.
Look, DAMWON's comp is just built for Canyon to have these spears land every single time. Make sure you can get him to his first item and then pair alongside. Raptors hit level 2 and then look for the fight. They know they're on vision, and I think that's the play.
All right, the Javelin toss does connect onto Kanavi. Canyon has him back from Ghost and Barrel. There's Blooming Blows trying to clear out the Raptors the best as possible. That's the flash engage level 1.5 minutes.
Nuggery's here.
Kanavi, 200 HP, running for his life. Lumao's locked up, locked down, and killed by DAMWON for first blood.
DAMWON, read the play. Nuggery shows up in bot side, and now he's going to teleport. Doesn't have flash or ignite, but I think it's just a Krug steal. What I wanted to point out was that Canyon counter-jungled both the Raptors and the Krugs on the opposite side of the map, so he's not looking to re-invade that. He is looking to set up in his bot side jungle, and that's where they're going to find Kanavi.
Look at this. Lumao and Loken coming to help out Kanavi. Krugs are being cancelled. That's the flash stun. Barrel's down. Barrel's dead. He's absolutely blown up underneath his own tower. Here comes support from Canyon and Showmaker. The pounce forward. Lumao's going low. Continues to run away, and he's taken out by Ghost. Locked in places. Canyon gets caught out and taken out. That's another kill.
Here's Yagao.
2-2. Yagao coming in from behind. Accelerated shock blast. He's going to swap into the hammer form, but hasn't gone to the skies just yet. Finally engages, and Loken forced to run for his life. Defensive flashes. Rooted in place by a deadly flash once again. And Ghost is now under some threat from historically throughout the LCK. He's kind of foregone or given up that first dragon. Prioritize the farm. Get a little further ahead. In terms of first tower, they're actually 40 seconds.
Because I saw, I can't remember, it was a game earlier in the season. DAMWON literally played this comp with the Twisted Philly plus the Camille, and they get a Rift Shield, and that's a sleep actually.
It absolutely is. The accelerated shock blast does a lot of damage, but Barrel's nearby, gets the Zenith, but Kanavi is blown up.
Boom! That's
Dragons, two dragons secured in 12 minutes, 2 more to go until the soul. JDG are starting to fall behind, and this is leaning towards the advantages of the 3 previous games we've seen.
Support to come in, and that is really, really tough to handle. Their best bet is more playing inside their jungle, playing around, hitting the TF as opposed to going opposite lanes, because Nuggery is so slippy, you're not going to be able to catch him out. Double sleep.
Let's see what happens.
Look at the arrow.
That's a Zenith blade in. The Ash arrow connects onto Canyon at max range. That's a huge stun. Canyon's going to be able to escape for now. Showmaker goes golden thanks to looking at his watch. Flashes away, gets jumped on by Zoom, but there's not enough follow-up damage. Loken was not there in time. Lumao is the first to fall in the fight, and despite the volley slowing down Barrel, he was at 50% HP. Destiny was used, the gate was not, and Herald secured, but the eye has not yet been picked up. That's a catch onto Barrel. Solar Flare buys some time. The volley, with the help of the shot blast, takes him out. There goes Nuggery into the fight with the Hextech Ultimatum. It's a trade of supports, but there goes Zoom as well. The curtain is called, and Ghost is untouched, is 100% safe, and he's holding onto the trigger. Finally fires another shot, 2 for 1. Before you create the initiation from Leona and Camille, it is just an incredibly difficult situation for JDG to be in.
JDG, or again, stopwatch, now he has his Zonias, and then heal again because it's back off of cooldown. That is just so insane.
Yeah, really, really is. And Zoom on that volley bear is just not having a great game. The Zoom...
well, they're fighting bot lane, Trevor.
They absolutely are. Zoom is going to get taken out here. Hextech Ultimatum locked down under the tower. And that was the TF. Camille
Yes, this is what I've been talking about. I've been waiting for now. Canyon's going to solo kill Yagao in the top lane. The jungle gap has now become the Grand Canyon.
At 13 to 11 right now. I imagine Yagao will hit 12 soon. A dredge line from Lamau gets him to safety, which was good. But Ghost, by the way, rapid fire cannon picked up to complement the eye edge. Lichbane is with Showmaker for a couple of minutes. It's now an 8,000 gold lead with 2 minutes until Mountain Soul. And despite the flash into the Zenith Blade, Barrel finds his man. The curtain call with the help of Barrel's Ignite manages to find another. There is some damage coming back as at least there's a kill onto Barrel, but it simply does not matter. DAMWON Gaming ace JDG, and at 20 minutes and 40 seconds, start the barrel.
It is a complete statement of a game here from DAMWON. People came in to the group stage like DAMWON versus JDG, like these are potential tournament favorites. Maybe they meet again in the finals later down the road. DAMWON are saying, no, we're gonna take care of them in 20 minutes. This game is just over.
This is the opening game for DAMWON at the 2020 World Championship, and they
was clean to now we're at a point where Ghost is about to hit 3 items on this gen and just end this one.
I can't wait to see what the Chinese fans have to say about this performance thus far. But it is interesting because it is best of one. It's the opening game on opening day, right? So we still have many, many more games to play through. But DAMWON, with the exception of picking up an early dragon, are playing to expectation. Kanavi gets jumped on by the Hextech Ultimatum. It's a fight on multiple fronts as Kanavi's already out. Loken goes down and Ghost is able to escape. Yagao to the skies, hammer down, manages to get a kill onto Ghost and picks up the shutdown. Yagao will lose his life as it's donated to Showmaker. 1, 2, 3, 4 for 1. 19 kills.
Okay, inhibitors here. I don't think the recall's going to come in soon enough for Lamau.
Canyon is chasing the KDA points. I love the emote spam.
Don't even use an ability, just auto-attack him to death.
Oh man, this is definitely the Grand Canyon difference. He's even enlisted the minions to help out.
No, this is an honorable. Don't get out of here, Nagari. Don't you dare. Okay, Ghost comes in for the kill steal. That is just disrespectful.
6, 1, and 8 for Ghost Jin. 19 stacks on Showmaker's Magi's. This is the Mountain Soul at 23.5 minutes. An inhibitor taken in the mid lane. Stop me when I've said too much here.
No, you can keep going.
A gigantic
credit for, but the scrappiness in the nature of this competition as well means that Nagari can go help out on the bottom side of the fight, instantly hook shot over towards the top and get more and more kills. This is the last stand for JDG.
Yes, indeed. The Ashera was thrown out. Beryl is caught in place, but look at that heal. Canyon helping out as well, and Beryl literally walks away. 5 members of JDG hammering down, and he does not care. That's Zoom dead, Loken dead, Lamau dead. Who's next? It will be Yagao, and finally Kanavi. He gets caught out. Can he get Canyon? And yes, he does. That's 1 for 5. The triple kill secured by Showmaker. The Nexus turret will fall, and DAMWON Gaming obliterate JDG to start their world's run.
DAMWON Gaming. You know, this team was an exciting team when they came in last year to the World Championship. They were bringing a new style. They were trying to play the early game, and they made it all the way to a quarterfinals, Trevor. And it turns out, if you make a key roster change in the bot lane, if you give them an entire year, they will become the best team in the LCK and the fastest team the LCK has ever sent to Worlds, and Game 1 proved it.
Absolutely the case. Fantastic, fantastic performance. All I can say is, damn, son, that was a hell of a game. For JDG, on the other hand...
Say, damn, Juan.
Yeah, I know, it's going that way, but I thought it was too obvious, you know, trying to play with it. For JDG, on the other hand, they definitely have to bounce back. I liked the attempt at the level 1. I liked the attempt at the invade, but DAMWON were ready for it. They responded, and they executed better to get themselves that early kill into Ghost Jin.
Yeah, and I do think that, you know, after this game, obviously things went really poorly for JDG early on. This is a team that will learn and will try to adapt. This is not something they're going to get fooled by again. Nope. Nagari, of course, came down bot, so it was a 5v4 for that level 1 fight, because this team, while they didn't get a lot of time to shine or prove it, this team is incredibly intelligent about the game and will be eagerly awaiting the rematch later down the road. I
cannot wait to see that, but also then how you see Rogue match up against either of these teams, right? They're in the same group. These are the two teams that are favored to get out, of course, and you cannot make grandiose assumptions after a single game.
Power to be able to punish GP by taking plates, by pressuring him there, and that got locked. So we will see.
A little bit too long on that one, and now he's topside. Oh man, died. If Finn dies as this wave crashes, that is just a tragedy.
He's not level 3, so he has no W.
Level 2, here on the gangplank, no mana left to work with first, but they made it look so easy, man.
Trying to get straight to Triforce, avoid the PvP, go for the PV, farm it up. But the fact that Ghost and Beryl are having the push, and Beryl just roams away from Ghost and just sits here in the jungle, plus the fact that Showmaker is constantly pushing, does make for a pretty good engaged target. With that Taric, plus the Hecarim flying on in there. It's a very easy dazzle stun coming off the Hecarim. You throw the Bastion in, you fear them straight into that stun from the Taric, and it can be really, really nasty engage on low mobility champions like Ghost.
DAMWON's going into the enemy mid laner here. Larsen's in some trouble. Tries to flash away, evading the damage. Collateral damage comes through, but an amazing turnaround's able to find the kill onto Beryl here, and now it's going to be a 2-for-1. Showmaker tries to get himself out, but Han Sama's got the spear.
Nice, son. They put up that shield to block all the damage. He was not able to pull that off, and as a result, really got punished, burst down very quickly, but top turret, that is gone. And despite the fact that they get those kills, this is going to be an over 3,000 gold lead, very likely, when it's all said and done here, as DAMWON have a huge top advantage.
The way this team is able to just build leads for themselves. We already mentioned the jungle farm advantage. Now, the marker for Hecarim, To complete a Trinity Force with nothing but Hunter's Talisman in the inventory is 14 minutes. That's generally where you would want to try to have that completed by.
Yeah.
However, he did stop off for the completed Smite first, as Showmaker's trying to trade here with Larson in the mid lane, but Barrel's showing up. This time he gets the shield down. He blocks all the damage
Barrel's
coming out from
gonna
the
die.
He missed the spear! Oh, he missed the spear, and Larson comes out on top. He plays test this, which it looks like they won't. It would have to be a 4.5 versus 5 with only GP ulti, so that one just goes over to DAMWON. That is 2-0 on the Drake count. And here they come for the mid lane. It's Shelly summoned up for the second time for DAMWON Gaming. They've got the mid lane turret down below half already. One headbutt will take care of this one. Here we go, and bonk. Turret taken care of.
And despite the fact that Rogue have done well.
Musical rift here, Isaac. Everybody's just walking around the center, trading spots, seeing when the music is going to stop. Showmaker walking towards that tri-brush. As TP shows up from Larson, arriving back into the fight. Drake is down to half HP. Over the wall goes Showmaker.
Gonna go.
Could find his engage right now. Drake's at 2,500. There's spears in it. Hansama might be able to go in. There comes Cosmic Radiance. The dragon is secured by Rogue. They got the objective. Can they get out? There's the Callista ulti over the wall. Comes Showmaker, but he won't find.
Soul point from DAMWON. And also, credit to knowing their limits. No one got antsy on Rogue. No one just tried.
TP showing up. DAMWON ready to make the attack. The teleport will be jumped on, and Finn tries to get away. Now Inspired has to defensively ult to retreat.
Back to the
So
Baron.
Rogue has stopped the Baron attempt for now, but they do it at the cost of their top laners continue building leads in this game. The respect that Rogue shows them means that DAMWON are able to keep playing League of Legends how they want to, and the way they want to is not. And it looks like there's no contest from Rogue this time around. Because they bought the time last time around, they're saying, all right, this is the one that we have to sacrifice. It's still not Soul. Yes, it's going to put them in a bad spot going forward, having to fight for everyone thereafter, but they're just not in a good spot here. The arrow doesn't find the engage onto Hansama, but he's putting a lot of damage down onto Barrel, nearly able to kill him off, and there he is. Gallop, gallop! The horse has arrived. Rogue once again outplay the DAMWON engage.
Just burst him down. You know, the only healing debuff right now is from Ghost, and he may not have access to that backline. And if Showmaker dives in there and can't immediately kill him off, you know, if Vander lands that Taric ultimate, all of a sudden the Bloodthirster and plus the Blade of the Rune King, you're healing back up to full and you're turning around that fight, stacking up spears during your Taric ultimate. So DAMWON really want to try to get a fight right now.
Oh, Larson is caught out. The damage comes through, and he's going to be killed before Cosmic Radiance. This could finally be what DAMWON Gaming is looking for. Showmaker gets himself
Ultimate out. If it was Hansama, he could cleanse it, but nothing there for him. And Rogue trying to get an angle. Inspired looks like he wants to try to go for this steal. We'll see if he can find it.
Fire going in for the 50-50. Is he going to be able to do it? Looking to maybe take down the Baron. No, he will not. Nagari gets the
Cleanse
kill.
it. If GP gets hit, you orange it. He's really the most susceptible person to that, and stepped a little bit too far forward looking for that poke, and it costs them Baron.
Time on the mid lane tier 3. That one's going to lose about 3/4 of its health. Now Ghost is able to step up in the bottom lane. And this is where things get really dicey for Rogue. This is where split seconds can break the game, because you've got to be picking and choosing when you go in. That ultimate was not it. There's a whole bunch of things that could have been it, but that is not it. Over the wall goes Vander, looking to keep himself alive. Inspire going to be tanking up in the middle of all 5. Showmaker grabbing the kill onto Vander. 2 down. We have been complimenting Rogue's synergy, Rogue's team play, Rogue's ability to avoid that axe hanging over their head this entire game. But when they tried to go in the bottom lane, everything was out of sync. The Cosmic Radiance way too early. The Gangplank ulti didn't end up setting up for anything. And now DAMWON is looking for that death blow. Showmaker tries to go in. He tosses his ally in there. Canyon with the damage. The remaining 3 players of Rogue trying to heal up, trying to maybe mount some sort of a defense here. The minion wave is still at the Nexus turrets, and those are gone. The damage pours onto the Rogue health bars. Larson is eliminated, and the volleys continue flying. Canyon tanks the turret even for a split second there in the Nexus, and that is it. DAMWON victory.
Move to 2-0 in the groups. Another clean game from DAMWON. They have come in so prepared to this group. Really, really smart preparation in both games. I loved how they attacked Kanavi in game 1, utilizing the LPL invade strategies that they always do with Lilia to punish them. Game 2 here, coming out with the AP range top laner against Finn, try to deny any possibility of him being able to go to a tank, of being able to go sit back and they extend these enormous advantages by getting pressure in the lanes, by super farming up their graves, and despite a valiant effort by Rogue, avoiding that killing blow for so long, DAMWON also never made the mistake to give Rogue that engage where they could turn around the fight. They were able to hang on and find their moment where they finally got a pick onto Larson to kill him off, and that was really it. They just needed that one slip up from Rogue to close this one out.
Rogue did a good job avoiding that slip up for the longest time, but man, watching 2 games now of DAMWON, they're just built different. This team is so damn good.
An absolute
at League
unit.
of Legends. The way that
Like planning the cannon, as you talked about. And of course, Kaiwing making his first roam. So bottom lane was pushed very heavily by Unified, and Showmaker, if he steps forward, could be at risk of a game.
I really like this from Kaiwing. The gank not quite going to work out, but it will help River fight for the Scuttle Crab. Unified doesn't 1v2. What's going on?
Are you there? He's been caught out and taken down. You cannot play far forward when your support is
Now, where River was just about to get double Scuttle Crabs, his mark spawned on the bot side. Barrel should be able to roam up here in theory. River might be able to smite this one away very quickly. 19 HP.
Oh, that was very close. Canyon's very low. Flash over the wall from Kaiwing, anticipating a Canyon flash or quick draw. Didn't quite see if it had been used. Nevertheless, PSG strike back. They get the kill, and they got the Scuttle.
Yeah, it is a very important kill there, and you can get Noguri low, but low mana on Lulu. Now PSG are coming for the dive.
Okay, no level 6 yet for Noguri. He's got the flash available. Kaiwing's level 2, by the way. Level 2. Manages to get the dredge line as Hanabi tanks up the tower. Kaiwing picks up the kill, but it is traded back for River. While that's going on, Canyon decides to invade. Kaiwing is playing the map. He's trying to generate some advantage.
Yeah, Noguri will say we take those, and I wonder if DAMWON can even set up a dive down towards the bot side, because Showmaker has fully pushed the mid wave. That'll force the teleport out.
Running up, using the blast cone to pick up this wave. So 400 gold difference in the advantage for DAMWON. River's going to continue putting pressure. He will be met by Canyon here. As the lantern was picked up, Ghost is going down to River. River now turns his attention onto Beryl, and Beryl and Canyon stand there, unable to defend their bot lane. Kills do not get secured, and Kaiwing isn't able to get XP.
Hanabi needs to put the polymorph before Noguri gets ult off.
Will be problem. There's the polymorph. They're not going to be able to stop the storm, though. A lot of stuns coming out. Kaiwing's going low. Hanabi's tanking, and River gets the kill. They did it again.
Very nicely done. I mean, Noguri does get...
Hanabi definitely trading aggressively, as you've alluded to already. And at 87, CS to 73. How do you want this Lulu to build? I know we talked about Ardent Sensor.
Exactly how she's doing. You get... Oh, hello!
That's flash over the wall. Dredge line will find Beryl. He's still got flash available. Manages to get the flay. Kaiwing will go golden thanks to the stopwatch. And the scout of the week won't find a target, but the collateral damage will. River's blown up, unable to use the Lamb's Respite.
That's massive there. Barrel flashes forward.
Woo! Unified flashes over the wall. Dragon is enraged and starts hammering down on Unified. So the Dragon is not secured safely despite the back timers.
Yeah, very important.
CS advantage. Thanks to picking up Herald in that minion wave. Tank is closing the gap, but it does look like Cannon should be able to finish that Dragon before PSG can arrive. And he does, yeah. Far forward. Flash available, Wild Growth available.
Can he smell him?
Nice.
I don't think so.
This is a scary kill.
He thinks something's going. Something's sus, but I think he's gonna get banged.
Oh, there we go. There's a slicing maelstrom thrown down. A Wild Growth will buy some time, and the collateral damage sends him packing. Could feel it was coming.
An item, so building for the rest of the team. Nuguri has hit level 11, but River is up in the top lane.
Canyon's making his way there too. There's teleports into the mid lane coming out from Showmaker. Naguri will arrive, so Naguri will clear out the ward. As we're about to move into another phase of play, a couple of towers under pressure. Showmaker should be able to pick this one up here with a very large minion wave to work with. Tank and Kaiwing now need to save River. Collateral damage goes out. Scout of the Week is fired out.
Since you don't have a lot of money there too, so Barrel.
And look at that, flash over the wall, instantaneous engage. That's a great stun from Showmaker. Teleport's completed, and Tank picks up the second. Lamb's Respite was used, 40 seconds to Infernal, and now Hanabi wants to get under the tower. Slicing Maelstrom comes down, Protobell pops forward, Hanabi steps further backwards, trying to slow him, trying to enlist the help of the tower, the minions, the army, and it's not going to be enough! Noguri gets the kill, he's being chased by a bunch of minions.
So if you're dodging, you're never like really kiting out there, so popping out of the lightning rush, you get rapid fire auto attacks off, which I feel like PSG, when you're playing from a position where you don't have to force the plays, it's not too hard, you just accept the initiation. him. Here, PSG are trying to figure out Nagari in the side lane. All 5 members looking for him, while DAMWON pushed down mid.
I'm going to commit for this one. Wild Growth used already. Nagari's going to jump forward. Hanabi's already dead. That was a 4 versus 1. And Nagari gets the kill.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say hashtag work for DAMWON Gaming, because even Canyon is solo pushing in the ball lane, so he's just like, yes, jungler's dream is just to show up in a side lane and pick up free farm.
All the CS, all the towers. Kaiwing gets caught out, tagged by the box. Multi-man stunned once again. But there comes Tank. The slide glide Empress divide will set them up for a kill onto Beryl. Can they close it out? No, because Beryl's able to escape. He flashes out and nobody goes down from DAMWON.
Canyon tries to get the style.
Played exquisitely around the map. PSG now looking for an opportunity to
watch the flank from Nagari. He's going all the way around the world.
It feels like Hanabi and Tank are aware of it. Inside the pit, picked up by PSG. That'll delay the soul. All of a sudden, Canyon forced to flash and to play defensively for his life.
For Nagari, he's waiting the whole time.
He's going to timeout, and here comes Nagari. Double kill for Showmaker. Nagari is going to use the exhaust onto River. He finds himself another, turns to Hanabi, and it's Showmaker that closes out the ace.
This is exactly why I believe for Showmaker to knock him down.
The timing. The moment Lamb's Respite went down and Nagari had not entered the river, you knew it was coming. You knew he was going to wreck. Showmaker manages to pick up 3 kills and an assist. DAMWON, now they've got all the tools they need. They've already been playing the map superior. They've already built up all the advantages. 4 towers to 0. And despite the fact that, you know, PSG found those kills, and I want to praise them for the decisions they made, you can clearly see the experience difference and the skill set difference in terms of how DAMWON play the map.
They brought a new style, they played it quick, and they play it clean. That's the big thing.
Yeah. DAMWON on track to go 3-0. Close out the first round robin. Undefeated.
Nagari, you know there's a Baron buff, right? They can sort of tell you're there.
Maybe it's bait. Maybe it's next level. I know you know. Therefore, nevertheless, the rest of the team comes up, and
you don't want to be fighting in an open area either. That's where the flanks can be really, really difficult to work against. DAMWON just going to run it straight down middle lane. Sieges, that's just going to take everything down. PSG do not have the tools to fight, but the arrow does connect.
Does instantly.
Oh, beautiful Mikhail's.
Yep, Mikhail's
the pre-fire on it.
Exactly, and inhibitor number 1 is taken down. Inhibitor number 2 is about to be threatened. Still got 30 seconds left on this Baron buff. No Ash Arrow available.
I think this is the highest skill level group in Outwards. I think between DAMWON, JDG, Rogue, the level they've showed as well, very, very high. That it's the most stacked group at Worlds, and DAMWON being so dominant is it's a tough showing here for PSG when the teams you have to play against are looking so on.
I am very happy to see River and Tank's performance this game as well, though, with Kaiwing and River, how they've shown up, how they did find kills, they did find impact, but just didn't have the macro, and the dredge line is interrupted by that death sentence. It's rooted in place. Now Nagari waiting once again, a flank opportunity.
Every time.
Just swap to flash, so keep your eyes on the Emperor's Divide, keep your eyes on the Lamb's Respite. As soon as those are down, that's when Nagari goes in.
He may even be able to go in earlier. He has the zone, he has the hook lands.
Kaiwing's in trouble, Wild Growth.
That's one.
Lamb's Respite is down.
Here he comes.
Is available. Here comes Nagari. He's kicked backwards, but PSG are running into the slicing maelstrom. They're caught between a Kennen and a DAMWON team composition, and it all goes down. PSG put up a tough fight in the beginning, but DAMWON in the first round robin undefeated.
And they're gonna wait. They want all the kills they can get. I'm not gonna get it at the end. DAMWON looking real good here on the international stage. You know, in that game, we focused a lot on the Kennen. Nagari, his flanks were absolutely pristine, but the rest of his team just could not be matched either.
No, definitely not. We've had 3 very interesting games today. 3 very one-sided games today, as we're 1.5 days left before we round out the first half of groups. And I think for DAMWON going 3-0, not a surprise. I do think the way that they're playing, scary as hell. And all of the pre-tournament expectations are being delivered on. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this group progresses, because like you mentioned, JDG didn't quite show up in their first game, and they will get a rematch opportunity in a couple days' time.
Yeah, those will be the fun rematches to check out, of course. All the other teams hoping you don't come in second place in your group, because then you might have a chance of drawing DAMWON Gaming, and that is if there was ever a reason to
against them, going against LCK #1, against DAMWON, so far the most dominant team.
And look at that support matchup there in the bottom lane.
Go over how you control Kindred marks, because I've heard a lot of people, talking about it as a possibility, but not understanding exactly how it works. The first mark is guaranteed to spawn on the Scuttle Crabs, as everybody knows. That's the easy part, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the two. Now, if you get unlucky and you don't get the first mark on your side of the crab that you've committed to, like River just did,
right.
It is 40 seconds for the respawn. Well, we're gonna have some action here, so we'll pause on the Kindred talk.
All right, a little bit of educational content interrupted by a brawl as River has to try to flash away, but it's actually first blood for River. Nagari will fall down in the top lane, and it is a trade 1-for-1, but good heads-up play coming out from PSG Talon, making sure they get on the board first. But now Canyon, he is not quite done, looking for a little bit more damage onto Hanabi here. Won't quite be on the Graves, doing what Graves does, clearing those camps out so efficiently and so quickly as Showmaker goes in for a trade here. But Tank gets the better of him on the Syndra. And we saw in Champion Select that Syndra has quite a few plays already here in Worlds, but only a 39% win rate after 5 days of groups play. So all those sort of weaknesses and nerfs that you were talking about in the draft, we'll see if Tank and PSG Talon can circumvent those, as lots of good trading coming down. Solo kill for Tank.
Flowers, you can see it on your screen as it's happening. He didn't want the cannon to get into turret range. He wanted to proc his passive on it to execute. He does get it, but he goes down and trade for it now. River in the 1v1.
Not quite a full 1v1 as Hanabi's able to back him up there with the ulti, and when the mid laner rotates over as well, they make the plays happen. PSG Talon with 3 kills early on.
Do you believe lane pressure that you should be trying to create proactively rather than just cycling? And Canyon is one of the very best in the world at doing that. This is the difference between some of the Graves that just...
That's still a ways away, but Canyon does move into the enemy jungle. Here's what you were talking about, saying, hey, steal the enemy camps. You don't have to farm your own as long as theirs are up. And now River will move into this bottom side river down here. He'll take the Scuttle Crab while Canyon takes his top side camps. But it's a 3-man dive coming through onto Hanabi, and they should be able to grab the kill onto him here. The burst goes through, the damage comes down, and Hanabi goes home in a body bag. Nagari barely walks away from that turret aggro, but barely is good enough. Now on the opposite side of the map, River's getting into a fight in the jungle, chases Barrel away, but will not find a kill.
So DAMWON with another proactive play here. Avoid the possible counterplay here from PSG. Very good by them not to give anything back. And this is how you make the trades one-sided. Back down to the bottom lane to start hard pushing. Next goal is to get that second outer tower down. Dragon going to be started up as well. Talon do have Hanabi's teleport.
They're using that teleport now. Remember, Nagari already made his way down here just walking, so he doesn't have to use the TP to get involved. Drake down to 2K. Enchanted Crystal Arrow flies through. Not going to find anything, neither will the Bard ulti. But River is able to grab the kill onto the Drake, but now the health bars are popping, and PSG is dropping. Showmaker grabbing the kill onto Tank as the 4th shot flies through and finds a second. It's Tank and Kai Wing.
That Dragon Smite fight, if they get the outer tower on bottom side. After these extra kills that they pull through, Dragon Fight, not only is bottom lane going down at the same time, but they're even threatening the dive.
Canyon on the side could set up some serious damage here. Remember, he doesn't have the ulti ready to go. Barrel's nearly killed off. Unified.
They don't feel bad about losing that Smite fight. They get all 3 outer towers, and that game plan has unfolded, Flowers.
Yeah, and it's not like they're in a bad spot where their opponents are of that out-of-position AD carry, but when all of the resources are available, Ghost can still get himself out of that trouble. However, he's now vulnerable when PSG decide they can make a move on him again in the next 5 minutes. Hanabi face checking the brush. Canyon and Nagari are right there. The gangplank so incredibly low. Lamb's rest, but keeping him alive. Horn comes through. Hanabi walking away. A little bit of follow-up damage there from Beryl, but they won't be able to find him, and now the turnaround's coming through from PSG Talon. Beryl's on the run. Kaiwing here in the front line, going to be stunned up against the wall. Damage continuing to follow up. Deadly Flourish locks him down. Unified walking around. Unified dodges away from the shots, but Nagari takes him down with the eruption.
Beryl with that stun. Oh my goodness. Every time a Tom, that guy's down and no possibility of a savior. This should be DAMWON really pushing their advantage. Coming out ahead in that little skirmish there with the keep up multi-lane pressure. Showmaker there on the Echo approaching level 16 is so difficult to answer. When you have that Lich Bane, the possibility of 100-0ing somebody on that all-in becomes a reality.
Oh, Beryl, no, that was not a magical journey. That was a journey straight to hell. Luckily, he has the flash. He gets over the wall. He saves himself. Now the counterattack's coming through. Ornhorn sounds off. CC's going to follow it up there. The Jhin ultimate providing the slows. Kaiwing trying to walk away, uses the thick skin, but it's not thick enough. Showmaker picks up the kill.
Showmaker gonna make up for that one. He's like, don't worry, Beryl. I know misdirection. Nobody's gonna remember that play. As soon as we get the kill off of it, a boom! Magical journey pulled off there. Doesn't matter at all. The Baron now being forced down. PSG, can they make the miracle steal?
PSG knows they can't just allow DAMWON to get away from this. That ulti wasn't quite on the mark, but Tank's able to find the kill onto Beryl, and that means Ornhorn through there. Hanabi's not going to end up dropped anytime soon here as Tank tries to deal with Showmaker in the 1v1. Fires off the ulti, doesn't even force the ulti away from the Echo, however. Beryl lands his own ult, and now it's trouble here for Unified. He gets gobbled up by the Tom Kench, but never mind, baby, that's a 2-for-1 deal. Buy one, get one free. Double.
They're not heading over to Baron. They're choosing their fights here, and PSG have conceded to DAMWON.
All right, as things are starting to look very dire here for PSG Talon, I do want to give everybody an update on the state of PSG and their miracle run. So it turns out, thanks to our stats magicians behind the scenes, hold on, let's see if Hanabi, speaking of magicians, let's see if he can make himself disappear, or if DAMWON Gaming's gonna do it the hard way. Looks like it's the hard way, my friends, as Hanabi goes down in the 1v4 here. But back to what I was saying, PSG, 3% chance to get out of groups. And, oh no, it's a 3% chance to get a tiebreaker. And then you have to win the tiebreaker. So let's even say the tiebreaker's 50.
Level 16 on Echo. With the Lich Bane, he'll cut right through that tower. Meanwhile, mid lane not going to stand much longer either.
No, sir. Mid lane tier 3 turret just collapses. Bottom lane tier 2 turret says, don't worry, buddy, I'm coming with you. Showmaker makes short work of that one. And now with a 7-2 turret lead, 10-4 kill lead, tied up Drakes and an 8,000 gold edge, DAMWON Gaming are looking to put this one to sleep. Let's see if they can make this one last fight count here. If they get a good fight, it is all said and done. Mid lane inhibitor is already gone. Cannon minions cleared out of bottom lane. 1 minute left on the Baron, so there's still going to be a couple more waves that DAMWON get to enchant with that Baron buff, push up here and try to end this game with. Full health bars for everybody on DAMWON, still hanging out. Now they've got both carries putting the damage onto the tier 3. They rotate so quickly. This team knows how to move and strike and make it count every single time. Tank lands a stun, but it's only on the Ornn, so it will not even matter. Minions continuing to push up. Here come the super minions. Baron still buffed up for another 30 seconds. Nexus turret number 1 is already gone. Here comes the Ornhorn. There goes the follow-up. Kaiwing keeping his AD carry alive as Ornn is once again stunned. Nagari soaking all the damage here in the front line, but into the back line goes Showmaker, Playmaker, Life Taker. Absolutely shredding through some health bars. Going back to the base now, and he can use the TP to immediately rejoin. It's double TP showing up. It's Nexus exposed. It's DAMWON Gaming doing what DAMWON Gaming does. Picking up a couple of freebies here on the step to the fountain, putting the last couple of auto attacks into the Nexus, and going up to a 4-0 record here in groups so far. Taking their sweet damn time doing it, but that's another dub for DAMWON.
DAMWON continue their march of destruction through the group stage here. Not breaking a sweat as we start the second round robin. Just going to be the first game, but looking very crisp.
DAMWON, although it was some good early game plays there from PSG Talon, DAMWON just proved that they were a step above here yet again. Remember, it's not quite over for PSG Talon here just yet. They will have to win every remaining game today. And on top of that, then everything else just has to go perfectly for them to have a chance at a tiebreaker for second. Of course, they can no longer secure first. They are 0-4 right now. DAMWON moving up to 4-0 and just looking more and more impressive as we move forward. The way they were able to break that base there at the end, just hovering people back and forth between two lanes, and then within a blink of an eye, they snap their fingers and they all converge on the same turret to take it down. This team is clean.
Yeah, they definitely are. But when you have teams like this that are so heavily favored, that have come in with, should be a very high support jungle proximity game for Canyon and Beryl to be able to link up, and they just get the Kennen once again. Now, one of the reasons why you actually see a decent amount of lane swaps is because Senna doesn't take tower plates very quickly. She has a hard time really punishing that. Yeah. So it might not be as big of a discrepancy. Plus, when you have a champion like Sion well equipped to soak up in the defense under that tower, that's one of the main reasons. So Rogue here with 3 members trying to pull it off.
Rogue looking for the dive.
Aftershock.
Still only a level 1 Kennen, and he is first-blooded. Beryl arrives into the top lane, but it's too damn little, too damn late. TP shows up. Nagari will get himself back up here. So now we've got Kennen and Leona laning together. Beryl's going in. He's got the level 2, but Nagari's still only level 1. Beryl's in some danger now. Might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew as the fire flies, and the flash finds the kill, but now the return kill coming out as Nagari gets Hans Sama. He's going to chase down Vander as well. The shield shows
Vander had his back, but then flashing forward to go for the kill. I think that's an extra expenditure of resources that is a little bit greedy. Yes, you do get the kill, but you trade it back and you spend your flash as Ashe.
Yeah. Nice ignite from Beryl, interrupting Finn's back. He can't go all the way in, because if he does, he draws too much turret aggro and dies. So he has to use the one ranged ability that's non-committal that he has, which is that ignite. Now a little bit more damage to finish off the Scion underneath the turret. Canyon will not fall to the turret aggro. And with Finn's dead body rampaging all over the minions, they'll try to just shut him down here before he farms up too much more, and that is DAMWON tying this game up.
But his CSing time doesn't dip at all. He CSs as a zombie, then teleports right back. Here's another dive.
And now we've got more plays showing up as DAMWON brings in the cavalry in the form of Showmaker to show up and try to stop this. But they're saying, all right, you want to bring in a mid laner? We'll bring in a mid laner. 4v2 underneath the turret. Vander looking to start things off here. Stuns coming through. Nagari going down. Turret shot flying out. Showmaker picking up 1. It's an even trade in the top lane.
And they call their bluff. You got a mid laner, I raise you a mid laner.
I wouldn't miss anything in the game. But now that things are different, you have to play around that fortification. You get to see all sorts of spiciness as both teams try to make moves that take advantage of these lopsided lanes. It makes the once-in-a-blue-moon time that you do see the lane swap a lot more. So at least the top laners finally get to 1v1 just in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and there are multiple layers to it, too, also. You know, the things they put in place. Here's the fight, though.
Oh, no time for layers. We got a fight breaking out as Vander's in some danger. Canyon grabs the kill into him. Larson trying to get away here with the flash. Stays, throws the bowling ball over the wall, but it won't do a whole lot as Shelly has been pulled all the way out into the river. Rogue moving in to contest this one. Finn has already joined, but now they're looking to turn things back on Nagari. Here comes the Realm Warp, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Flash away, Inspired looking to live, but Inspired's looking to die. Ghost picks up the kill as Beryl falls to Larson. Stasis goes through and Vander is kept alive, but now the ulti from Nagari looking to lock him down. They'll find the kill there. Meanwhile, Canyon gets one on the top side, gunning down Finn. It is 3 kills on the side of DAMWON Gaming.
What a
Looks like DAMWON Gaming will not be stopped from taking down this tier 1 turret here in the top side. Also looking to make a play in the bottom. Inspired drops yet again. Second death here on the Lilia. Meanwhile, back in top lane, the camera pans over when the turret falls down. 4,000 gold lead for DAMWON at 11 minutes.
And again, Showmaker just really showing off this Twisted Fate once again. Such a good pick to have when you are in lane swap scenarios, very obviously, because he's able to go turn around some of these kills. Nuguri is on the chase.
Oh boy, a little bit more damage might take him out. Flashing away from the Senna ulti that would have been able to kill him. Hans Sama stays alive and the turnaround comes through. Nagari goes down. Showmaker's on the run. However, the Twisted Fate is still very deadly. Rogue doesn't want to chase this any further. They're afraid Larson would die in the fight, and Inspired wasn't close enough yet.
Yeah, nice punish there from Rogue. The reinforcements arriving in time. Dragon play here from Canyon. And Rogue are grouped up, but they're going for the kill. They're not going for the objective.
They're going after Showmaker. Looking for the Twisted Fate. Vander's here. He's got the Nautilus looking for the CC. Starts it off there with the ulti. Showmaker in some danger. Uses the cleanse. Tries to stay alive. He's going to be put to sleep. Here comes Inspired. There goes Inspired. There goes Showmaker. Trading back and forth all over the place. It's 3 dead on the side of Rogue. Farm has to be looking out for that economy. Bottom lane, it's Nagari and Canyon working together to take down the second turret of the game. The lead goes up to 5.
Pass through the jungle, passes by the graves. He does not want a piece of that. Finn going hard.
Finn going in, but the flash away from Showmaker. He sidesteps a bowling ball as well, and then just steps underneath the turret. Not too worried about it, so Finn tried to go for the big play, didn't quite work out, and now Rogue might be caught yet again. Inspired tries to get away, but Barrel's also having to tank up a lot here. Goes for the Solar Flare. Larson is caught out. Barrel's on the front line, rooted up, not taken down. Canyon grabbing the kill, dominating with that kill on Rise. Push. He's got Shelly ready to go. They might not even need to use it here to break this tier 1. Doesn't look like they will. Last couple of auto attacks will take that one down, no problem.
DAMWON just have so many tools that set themselves up for these picks in the middle of the game too. The range that we're seeing out of these possibilities is just too much.
You're talking about all the tools in DAMWON's kit, man. They got that whole fancy toolkit that you buy your dad on Christmas, and now Rogue's looking to come in and fight up against him. Inspired is taken down. Canyon goes godlike. Nagari coming in from the side. Piercing Darkness fired off. And look at all that damage. Goodbye, Finn. Goodbye, Rogue. Goodbye, hopes and dreams. DAMWON Gaming just
Honestly, you gotta keep throwing haymakers, I guess, here for Rogue. They're so far behind at this point. We're gonna keep seeing them just throwing all members at a possible pick. At this stage of the game, if you're that player, and that's kind of what Rogue gotta do at this situation. They're like, you know what, we're not winning this. Our coach was a scumbag, okay? You know, I was a child, so I'm not at fault here. The coach was a terrible influence, but that's what happened. And it honestly, it did work a couple of times where you kind of get.
They might not even need it. They're all marching down that bottom lane. Twisted Fate's up on the other end of the map, but Showmaker does have TP to join up with them. Rogue, yeah, they're going to show up here.
Oh, here we go, baby!
They're making it happen yet again. It's a 5-man Rogue entry into the fight, but now Nagari's turning it right back around. He's going to be juggled up and beaten down. Finn taking the kill, but Canyon's grabbing Legendary. There's your click, click, boom with the buckshot versus the deer. The natural counter. Bambi or not, that's the way she goes as Finn walks away. 2 dead on the side of Rogue, 1 on the side of DAMWON. They end up getting the victory yet again. But hey, Rogue is not going down easy.
Well, they may actually still be going down easy, but they're trying. They're throwing those punches.
They're not happy about it.
Could be, yes, conceded by Rogue, and they're just plotting their next realm warp.
Oh boy, where's it gonna show up? Oh, Larson still doesn't even have the cooldown. Never mind. It's been so long.
That's an easy one. I thought you were going to make it more difficult.
No, they have to win with the Baron buff still active.
Okay.
Not like...
I'm still taking it.
Do they take the victory push? But yeah, the purple still has to be there when the Nexus blows up. That's the question.
So, you know, casual soul picked up.
Yep.
It happens when you have,
You'll have that.
Over a 12,000 gold lead and a Baron at your hands.
It is what it is.
What we want to see is the counterplay here. Actually, they've decided to split push there. Larson on the bottom side, he was split pushing towards that tower, goes with the recall.
Canyon is not afraid of anything here in the mid lane. Goes after Finn, and changing Crystal Arrow comes through, but it barely misses.
The bounty,
Canyon's walking away, but the Senna ulti comes through, keeping him alive, getting himself back there. Oh, the auto attack on Lilia. The poor Lilia never stood a chance. Somebody play the Arms of an Angel music,
Watch out,
man.
Eep.
Goodbye, Lilia. Watch out, Eep. Triple kill for the Graves. Finn is alive, but he brings down the hammer and gets smacked around anyway. Quadra kill for Canyon. Hans Sama is alive. It is time for the pentakill. They're just dancing together. Everybody's just having an old disco party around here. Hans Sama denying the penta, standing back in the fountain. The timer is still active. Canyon could still get this penta if they're able to find the kill onto Hans Sama.
How bad does he
want
want
to go
it?
underneath the turret. He goes into the stasis. Canyon needs a little bit of damage to take him out. He almost gets it. Hans Sama denies the pentakill at the 11th hour. And DAMWON, they will take the win over Rogue and go up to a 5-0 record in World Groups.
You know what the funniest thing is about that tower laser? the Fountain Laser getting that kill.
What's that?
Kenyon was actually not touched by anyone on Rogue when he went down, so...
Wait, that was an execution?
They didn't get his bounty. I'm 99% sure that was an execution.
Oh, man, what a game. What a game. Rogue tried, but hey, man, I like the fact that they came out with the lane swap. They really just wanted to turn the game on its head, try the wackiest thing they could possibly think of, going up against the Titans that are DAMWON. But, man, these guys are just prepared for everything.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, having the Twisted Fate early on in the draft was a huge boon to them, but also how they react to these situations. Nagri from the level 1 early on, playing conservatively, backing off, knowing that Rogue eliminated are going to try something, and then trying to take your little kernels of information that you can gather along the way and coming up with that counter plan live in the game. I just like how DAMWON not thrown off here at all by things being shaken up.
It was a fun game to watch for sure. DAMWON still continuing to dominate throughout this group start.
Is Alistair goes in, if he's in danger he can then be pulled out and then he can be thrown back in again to act as another engage tool. So you then have the Galio follow-up.
And he's not in a good position here. Hookshot wall dive will be able to catch him out if Zoom uses it. There's the face breaker, but the damage is coming down onto Noguri. He's got the Haymaker, he's going to use it for the shield, but Yagao's on his way up and Canyon's trying to turn this around. Noguri has to flash into the Tri-Bush, but Zoom will jump in and get the kill. Stun coming out, there's the taunt flashed away by Kanavi.
Wave is in a very awkward spot for Zoom. So even though Noguri does die, he's actually going to be a huge benefactor off the back of this, and I like the response. Zoom actually TP'd into the mid lane, now they're looking for a play.
Oh, he stops the Justice Punch with a hookshot wall dive, and Showmaker, no flash, used it in the last fight, and the sweep will get the kill. Camille is 2-1-0 at 4 minutes. Engine's on the way, there's a minion wave though to block up here. Stun card available for Yagao, they turn it back around, Showmaker's dead again. Literally TP'd right back into his own demise.
Yes, he did, and that's only going to bring more disaster into the mid lane. Showmaker is crumbling as JDG get their 3rd kill of the game in many. One of the scariest things about late game misfortune. And yeah, I think that JDG have so many late game tools that DAMWON have to be really careful of. And the fact that they've already fallen behind in this early game, I think one of their game plans was to try and mitigate some of the early playmaking that Yagao wanted to make. And then kind of try and force plays around the bot side of the map, maybe look for dives. Once they hit, they're going to drop the Herald, they're going to crack open what looks to be the first tower of the game. And they're going to funnel this gold onto Noguri. They're going to put a little bit more faith in him, and Canyon's also going to claim some gold, but also they're going to bring this very extended lane to Zoom. Now there is the risk that Zoom could freeze this. So I actually want to see these 3-0, or 3-1, rather, I should correct myself. Hasn't resulted in a huge amount in terms of early game snowballing. DAMWON have done a pretty good job of not being punished on the cross map. And now they're actually looking to continue some of their aggression as they look to invade the bot side.
And we haven't really seen the roaming out of JDG that perhaps we would have done as Bell dives in here onto Lumao. Collateral damage will chase him through the magical journey. And DAMWON Gaming get their second.
And they're able to quickly gain something back. Now, JDG on the offensive.
They're all diving in onto Noguri. Teleport's going to come out as Showmaker wants to join the fray. There's 3 players up here, but Noguri's just killing Zoom. The Hextech ultimatum comes down. Noguri still gets the shutdown. In the end, Kanavi will join up with Yagao. The sleep's going to land onto this Galio. Yagao waiting for the stun cards to come out. It's a double for Kanavi. But Noguri showing in the 1v1, or in the 3v1, he can still win out.
Yeah, that's why you pick the set into the Camille. The thing to do. Of course, the only other thing DAMWON could have considered is a potential cross-mat dive into the bot lane. Which, you know, Showmaker's ultimate could have been used for, but ends up not happening. Either way, as we were saying, gold's still very even. Slight advantage for JDG. Looks like JDG's looking for a pick.
Beryl does have his ultimate. There's the bullet time. Beryl's dead. He doesn't even pop his up, but the teleport comes in behind them as Noguri wants a little piece of this action. Temper Fate's going to stop him in his tracks. Hero's entrance coming out. Noguri dive bombed on, but Zoom is able to escape from the bottom side. There's a lilting lullaby. Here comes Yagao from the top. Ghost trying to trade onto him, but already Canyon is dead. Down towards the bottom side, the showstopper's used onto Loken, but Noguri is caught out in 3 members of JDG. And Noguri, you're not going to win this one this time. Double kill for Yagao. Zoom takes another.
And that ends up being 4 kills going over to JDG. Beryl just... And they are the first team in this tournament to really push down to this level.
Showmaker's going to pop the taunt. Destiny has been used by Yagao as well. Canyon forced down towards the bottom side. Yagao actually fighting Noguri here. There's no wave at the tower, so Noguri's actually just going to look for the straight-up dive. Doesn't have the showstopper. Has the Haymaker, turns it around. True damage not quite connecting. Kanavi up towards the top side. He's being fought by Showmaker, but here comes Loken with the damage. Beryl forced up towards the top of the fight. and he will land the knockup, but he won't do much more. It's a double for Zoom, 6-2-2 on this Camille. Getting, you know, a lot of kills. He's massive, this Camille, but also the other people are picking up these kills. You can see Yagao now, 2-0-3, Lichbane, Rod of Ages stacking up. A single kill on Loka means he's got his Essence Reave, and it looks like Infinity Edge will be next. You've also got Kanavi, who's finished his Runic Echoes, and the Liandry's. Like, everyone on JDG is so much more scary, and you don't only have to think about Zoom.
It's very true. For DAMWON, they're first on the objective. They're going to burst this one out very quickly. JDG, they don't look like that they're going for a fight right now. A couple ultimates still not available.
Match that record by taking the second mid turret against DAMWON. Ghost trying to force them back with a little bit of damage on Zoom, but you can see where the wave state is here, Vedius. It looks like both of them are pushing for JDG.
It's a bit awkward for JDG because, like, I'm pretty sure bot lane is slow pushing in their favor, which means, like, a lot of farm is just slowly going to waste. Even on the top lane, I think the same thing is happening. So ideally what JDG want is for DAMWON to go and catch these waves, but there's no real need for them now. So JDG have to push them out, which is why we can see Yagao actually going top and Lumao getting picked off.
Yeah, Barrow just jumps straight in. Noguri's going to take the kill. Here's the hero's entrance. Loken uses the heal to get the movement speed to get the hell out of there because he wanted none of that swell seed. Dodge just goes wide. Here's the Destiny coming in from Yagao as well, and Zoom tries to dive in. The bullet time comes out, but the shutdown goes over to Ghost. Barrow doing a lot of work on the front line. The sleep's going to land only onto one. Noguri will fall, but JDG only able to get a 1-for-1 trade so far. 1-for-2, sorry. Ghost flashes the wall and will just about escape me down towards the bottom of this Showmaker.
Get that initial pick onto Lumao, and they realized, hey, this actually could be a good opportunity for us to get the re-engage. Now, of course, they end up losing 2 members off that because Zoom overcommits and gets himself in a very awkward position. And they don't actually convert it into a huge amount off the back of it, but now they may be looking for a pick onto Noguri.
Yeah, Noguri is all on lonesome here. He's going to pop the showstopper, counter TP coming out. Zoom's going to have to flash the wall, but Yagao has the stun card locked in. There's the exhaust onto the set. The Haymaker coming out, the Temper Fate into a 4-man taunt. Barrel's on his way as well. Noguri gets Zoom, and now this could be an incredible fight for DAMWON as Ghost is off towards the top side fighting against Kanavi. Showmaker quite low. Low can try to do the damage that he can. The bullet time coming out. Hits Beryl. Hero's entrance now going to dive bomb back onto Noguri. Kanavi off towards the top of this fight. Isn't able to get in, but Canyon snuck behind them. Canyon is here, and he is darn angry. Collateral damage goes in. The base call lands Beryl on the back line, and he gets the shutdown onto Kanavi, and this is an incredible fight for DAMWON Gaming. Seeker's arm guard Zonya's, but doesn't have it yet, and Beryl is looking for that engage opportunity. What else have we got up? Only Noguri's. Only the showstopper, and Zoom is looking for the fight on the back line. Showmaker already down. Beryl forced away the Baron. Down to 2,000 HP. There's no jungler in the pit here with DAMWON. It just needs Canyon to secure it. Ghost will take it. Yagao dodges away from the face breaker, goes back in with the stun card, but the showstopper knocks him against the wall and keeps Ghost alive for the moment. Noguri's going to sacrifice himself as he dives onto Yagao. Can't quite get there, and Zoom will take another 3 Barons down for DAMWON.
Wow. Okay, so DAMWON realize they have to commit to this objective. They know they can secure it with Kalista and Gray. Like, just very well played. Beautifully done. And now DAMWON with the Baron buff, a little bit more gold under their belt. Yes, they're definitely still weaker, but items have started to come through. Look, Set working on his 3rd item. Like
Haymaker shield, does he not manage to get the damage mitigation from that? Showmaker is now looking for the flank position. Beryl going in. That's the Righteous Glory on. The Alistar is going to be able to find the engage, but only onto Yagao. There's the taunt. Tempered Fate lands on 2, and Yagao able to dodge just to the side of it. Lumao placed that perfectly. Base Call's going to pull back Beryl, and they are wanting to get out of this fight. But with the Destiny, Yagao's actually going to reposition into the mid lane, and there's a TP flank here coming out from Zoom. Has the Hex Ultimatum, has the engage, dives in, 3-man stun, there's the Hex Ultimatum, and Ghost is done for. The bullet time rips DAMWON Gaming to absolute shreds. Beryl will fall as well, and JDG find a perfect flank in the mid lane.
what looks like a great engage from DAMWON. Either way, JDG still walk away as the victors off the back of that fight. The TF ultimate combined with the TP from Zoom. Zoom getting a 3-man stun off, like, everything just came together for JDG off the back of that, and now that Baron has done nothing to help Tool to fight. DAMWON still have ways to get back into this game, but it's going to be hard. Feels like JDG do have the scaling advantage, and DAMWON needs to try and prevent JDG from getting these optimal fights. They're flanking around, they're looking for a collapse. On to Yagao, and I think they're going to find it.
Face check straight into him. Bell's going to knock him away, and actually that gives Yagao a moment. It's going to lock the stun card, flashes away from the collateral damage, and the flash chases in. Beryl flashing, igniting, because he knocked Yagao away at the start.
Yeah, not ideal there for DAMWON Gaming, but the from Yagao unavailable, so they will have to face check this.
Lumao does have the Temper Fate. Beryl looking for the flank. The Hex Flash across the wall is going to be incredible. The bullet time stopped immediately. Loken goes golden, but can JDG fight back from their AD carry? Just being deleted. Lumao tries to dive into the front line. That's a showstopper from Noguri. Kanavi uses his stopwatch as well, but Zoom has killed Ghost. Now Yagao opening up with the blue cards, trying to get the damage down. Kanavi's going to fall. Yagao fighting up in the 2v1, has to use a stopwatch of his own. Zoom trying to act as the body man, act as a bouncer. Yagao has a blue locked in once again, and now it's Zoom v3. The GA will bring him back, but immediately he's going to get sent straight packing for the fountain. He turns it back around. He kills Canyon. The jungle is down. And JDG Zoom may have just saved the game for his team.
What an cloud, so they'll open up the Elder Drake, and DAMWON saying, it doesn't matter what kind of deficit we're at, we will fight our way back into this game, and what a fight that was.
As we said earlier, Vedius, Cloud Soul still impactful, still important, but nowhere, well, not always as powerful as a Baron. Killing off Canyon by Zoom at the end of this fight.
Of the base of DAMWON, this could be the last line of defense as JDG now gather to try and get a victory over the undefeated DAMWON.
It is the first time at Worlds 2020 that DAMWON have lost an inhibitor tower. It is the first time they have lost an inhibitor. And for JDG, they are looking for their first win.
Try and match, but because of how strong Zoom is, it feels like that he's going to be difficult to deal with regardless if we get sent into him. But instead, JDG, they're just staying grouped. They're not leveraging the teleport for the time being. Instead, they're focused on trying to find a potential pick, maybe a fight.
Showmaker on the wrong side of the wall. Noguri down towards the bottom side of this. Zoom diving in. Showmaker's going to flash away. Now Canyon opens up onto Zoom. There's the bullet time. Double stopwatch used by Canyon and Showmaker. Noguri, though, going in with the showstoppers. The rest of his team is not there, but the hero's entrance is a little bit too late. Showmaker dive bombs into the middle of JDG. The ignite goes down as Beryl will be the first to fall. Showmaker follows shortly after. And JDG, they welcome DAMWON with open arms. They said, dive into us as much as you want. We'll take your lives. We'll take your Nexus. And we will take the first win over DAMWON Gaming at Worlds 2020. Gods can bleed, and JDG showed us that today as they will defeat DAMWON Gaming in the final game of Group B. In a moment's time.
In a moment's time, they'll take the Nexus. I wanted to give you your moment, Medic, but JDG did not.
They had other plans.
What an exciting game from both teams. I think we saw a great back and forth. Of course, JDG, they will not be able to get that tiebreaker because they lost to PSG. We could have had another game. We could have had one more to determine first place in this group, but alas, we shall not. What an exciting game, though. Back and forth. It felt like that from the beginning, JDG were really in control, but DAMWON did such a great job of like clawing that gold gap back, finding so many impressive team fights and really making JDG work for it and showcasing why there is so much respect shown towards DAMWON. But it was JDG that was consistently coming out ahead in the fights later on. The execution that they were able to find, these small windows where they could punish DAMWON were there, and they were able to execute upon it fantastically. What a great game from both teams. Definitely both going to be terrifying moving into the quarterfinals.
Whoever is first seeded has to play JDG. I am not very happy.
I mean, bear in mind, you also look at it in the context, like JDG,
and it's sort of harming the Syndra in a way, where they're all sort of working against each other, but it really enables the Jhin and the Graves to probably have a lot.
Myself, especially when we've got the 2 level 4 redemption.
They've rotated here for the Rift Herald. This is my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, we've got a River Ramp. This is a 5v5. Doran's going to loop around Noguri. Level 7 at the moment, and here's the engage. Curtain Call comes down, and the Lamb's Respite comes in very, very early. Beryl getting a big old heal as Noguri's ultimate is beautiful. First Blood going over to Showmaker, and he still has the Unleashed Power available. As Pyoshik very, very low, and that's the Flash Zenith Blade. Beryl has come to play today as Def gets to the safety of his turret, but
He does have those Merc Treads. But it doesn't really mean anything when nothing's going to be happening in the middle stages of the game. Not going to get...
just yet as Canyon comes on through, but Keria in position, and Deft is rotating around as well. Turret plates, not too many of them to actually go down on either side. As the heal actually comes in, they're looking to try and take down Doran, but that's the wild growth as Doran stays in the fight and takes down Noguri. Now Beryl trying to get out of there as the collateral damage not... And this is going to be first turret going over to DAMWON at 16.5 minutes. I believe this is going to be Chovy off to the side, Beryl looking for a flank, and Noguri as well, wrapping around. Pyosik going to be able to take the Infernal Drake, and DRX just looking to try and get out of there. The flash out. Doran is just Infernal Soul going to be extraordinarily valuable, but DRX is exactly...
A lot of their gold lead right now is actually just inside of the turrets.
Yeah.
And so they're about... Oh, what?
What? Okay. Sometimes you've just got the... Is just going to rotate around, and Deft able to push all the way forward. And you fight potentially, but Beryl just going to get himself out of there with the flash. And free Infernal Soul for DAMWON. Oh, I don't know about that shockwave in the bottom lane.
I just feel like, I mean, with the team composition that DRX has, Orianna, she has some wave clear. Caitlyn...
Trying to get rid of it, does so with the Peacemaker. Nicely done. Showmaker over the wall. I mean, there's just too much pressure in the Infernal Soul. You factor in the fact that DAMWON have so much control over...
Showmaker, even with Chovy. Deft down one. Oh, hold on.
Noguri looking for it. He's biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment. Pyosik gets popped. He had the Lamb's Respite, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to use it. Chovy moving over to the side. Deft actually frontlining at the moment. The smoke screen goes down. The flash over. Chovy looks for the shockwave and misses. The flash out from DAMWON.
Oh, but they managed to separate them a little bit. Never mind, Doran going on a little bit of an adventure. Here comes Pyosik, though.
Yeah, Noguri's going to flash in. Massive slicing Maelstrom into the back line. The Lulu dies immediately. Doran going to go down as well, as there's the curtain call. Ghost looking for Chovy, but the Elder Drake is going to fall. And whether this Orianna gets away or not, DAMWON will put themselves in a game win. They also have the Infernal Soul as well. Just a reminder, guys, the game with the least kills at Worlds so far this year. There's a lot of work. DRX now forced to go back, as Carrier not going to be there. Don't want to fight a 4v5, and they will just forego their inhibitor turret. They can't just continue sacrificing objectives, but unfortunately, they're just too far behind at this point in the game. Too many buffs circling DAMWON. Still 39 seconds on the Elder Drake. Has 2 inhibitors. And DAMWON still pressing forward. Deft, half health. Pyosik the same, as is Carrier. This is going to be the hat trick of inhibitors of the Deadly Flourish. DAMWON continue to press forward. This Nexus turret goes down immediately, as now Pyosik standing on his Lamb's Respite, but immediately he's stunned up, and the curtain call comes forward. This last Nexus turret lasting a bit longer than you may have expected, but eventually does fall down. Collateral damage does so much work over the top of DRX, and there is the slicing Maelstrom, the death nail. The Nexus going down as an afterthought, and DAMWON will keep their blue side dreams alive and take down game 1 in this best-of-5 series.
Well, DAMWON, it wasn't the most dominating game that people were probably expecting to open up this series, but it was definitely a stable one.
Yeah.
They didn't give up control anywhere. They didn't have any noticeable losses happening. There was a couple of very close encounters, like the one up in top lane, but DRX, it just felt like they couldn't do anything. If Chovy isn't going to be enabled in this series, which in this matchup with this jungle dynamic, he's not going to be able to, I don't know what they're supposed to do. In bot, they'd have control in mid. Graves would be able to just deal near true damage in the later stages of the game because no one could get armor. But no.
He was already the most pog, so he fits into that one as well. As Doran looks for a stun, but it's a great use of the Bellows Breath as Noguri flashes aggressively underneath the turret. The Crab Rave comes through as Chovy's like, what were you doing there, buddy? And that is going to be first blood very comfortably delivered to the Gargoyle.
And that, the junglers right now, they don't really have any real way to create ganks on their own. That was a
Barrel.
mistake.
Yep, big taxi ride. Actually going to take some turret shots here as in goes the heroic entrance, but that's a lantern that Ghost's able to take out. Oh my goodness. The flash forward, the knock-up comes through. Double taunt from Chovy. He's looking for Ghost, but he's only down to 200 health. And in goes Showmaker, flashes forward to guarantee the gold card as Carrier not going to be able to keep his team alive now as the Gargoyle falls down, and it's now 1-1. Deft still looking for more.
Lane, but now this means that Jax has to walk up further in order to interact with Ornn. You lose out on your bottom lane, and now you're going to lose the Mountain Dragon, which is traditionally a lot tankier than most mages, and this just feels really bad. Oh, one of the interesting things I'm very surprised about. So, Ghost right
They
now...
want to contest for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, Ornhorn just for some zoning. Carry actually going to flash as there's the taunt. Dragon is going to be secured as DRX want to try and hold on to their outer turret mid, but it's not going to work. 3 Oceans, a possibility for both teams. As Showmaker's going to take down. Wasted here is Pioshik's playing goalie, making sure that his Jax isn't going to be in too much trouble.
Choice.
Hoping for a Magi's first, personally. As, okay, bit of a fight over the Brambleback as the taunt looking to try and come through here. Destiny goes down, Pioshik trying to get himself out of there, does so with the pounce as the heroic entrance comes in, but immediately it's interrupted. 4-man knockup from Noguri on the backside, but Doran is ripping apart DAMWON and looking to try and escape. Showmaker gets in, but he gets stunned by the counter-strike as the Empower's there, but it's not enough damage, and Showmaker takes down the Jax. In the end, it's a very even trade. I think it's DRX that came out on top as in goes Pioshik, wanting to take down Noguri, but it's Carrier that licks him to death over the side. Deft gets over there, takes down Ghost, and now Showmaker against the world. Deft wrapping around. Gold card has been locked for Showmaker here, but a 1 versus 3 not looking like something they're going to be able to do here as the Piercing Darkness comes down, and Deft just needs one more auto and he will be able to take this one out. 6-2 in favor on to Ghost. Takes a lamp to get himself to safety. Ocean Drake in the meantime. Quite enough, as you can see. Collateral damage. Not going to be enough to keep that turret alive, start getting things in order. Heroic entrance going to be available from Chovy, but he's actually standing with the rest of his team as Doran looking for a little bit of a flank. That's going to be the route. But it's Beryl that they've decided they want to take down first. He's going to flash away. It's a decent knock-up. The hook is going to land onto Chovy. Dawning Shadow keeps everyone alive as the Ornhorn is denied. You can see Noguri still very healthy. And look at the AoE. Showmaker flashes forward. That's going to be the Devour, but it's going to cost the life of Carrier. And now in comes DAMWON, obliterating DRX. The Justice Punch will be stopped. No justice for you today, Chovy. As
He's heading on over to the Dragon. Ornn will beat Nidalee in this 1v1, and it looks like that is what's going to happen.
Yeah, Smite comes in, and no, it's a big Forge God as well as a Dragon that he has to fight as he pounces out of the way, but this will mean even on the Drakes. And I have a feeling Pioshik isn't going to escape this one either, as, yeah, I think Cougar hunting is exactly what DAMWON are doing. Goodbye, Pioshik, and DRX, it was looking good. Lane. Now going to be able to take that one. We'll see whether they break the base. Well, DAMWON, they're looking to take this turret off the shelves, and they will be able to do so. Yeah. Does tell you about a bit of it. Of course, Twisted Fate just liking to pilfer.
Angle fight for DRX, though. They're running into Ornn unless Noguri presses his R.
Yeah, that's going to be the knock-up onto Death, though. Great Devour comes through. It is going to be the Drake secured by DAMWON, but can they win the subsequent team fight? Doran diving forward, but DAMWON just reform the Phalanx. And now look for the re-engage. And now they have full control of this Baron. Doran off to the side, will get a control ward into this Baron pit, but that's going to be the face check from Chovy. He's a bit of a tanky boy, he does have himself the Zhonya's as he's looking to try and get himself out. And yet again, I think I've seen that play before, as Carrier gets his gargoyle to safety as well.
That is a tanky boy. As Pioshik.
That's the flash gold card. Doran over the top, trying to get himself in there. There's the heroic entrance. They're trying to keep Pioshik alive, but it fails. And that is going to be mid-jungle already dead. DAMWON picked as many fights as they could, trying to stop that Devour from keeping everyone alive. And they were able to do it successfully the third time. Now they'll be able to break open the base and take probably the safest Baron, if they would like to, unless they just want to try and push through for the win. Deft and Doran, they're going to try and hold on to these Nexus turrets. Carrier going to be there as well. Great double knock up there from Noguri. Devour comes through onto Deft, but now that's going to be on cooldown, and the stun is going to land. The center taken down off the backline as Canyon takes matters into his own hands. Carrier, he had a stopwatch, but he now doesn't have his life, and a second Nexus for DAMWON will be taken. This team looking unstoppable today.
Yeah, they managed to pull it back in game number 2 off the back of really good team fighting. And DRX, with the team comp they had, with the position they had in the game, this is really scary because moving into game number 3, what does it really say? I'm not really sure, but DAMWON, they're looking very poised to just take this 3-0.
Yeah, this is
Next evolution of mid lane. Right now it's mostly Orianna Azir Corki were controlling everything for a long time, but the one-up to them is Xerath, Vel'Koz, and Ziggs. But no one's really the bot lane is dead. Oh, hold on.
Yep, Ghost gonna get flashed on here as Pyosik flashes in as well. They're desperate for this kill as Deft is gonna be able to get that snare, and they do lock down first blood. In the meantime, DAMWON looks like they're gonna be able to get this Mountain Drake, unless DRX get over here, but no, not quite in time. Doesn't seem to amount to much. As, okay, Doran in trouble. He's going to flash to get out of the way. Noguri flashes on top of him. The Ignite is there. Oh! What? Just turns around and boops him. It is going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the end.
Tries to run top lane and instantly shove in. Oh, Pyosik.
End of the line comes down. Canyon already at 200 health. There's the ulti. Pyosik stands off it. He probably wants to get back on there as Lamb's Respite says no. Barrel times the stun beautifully. Graves is on the loose. Now Doran moving past this minion wave. There's the Hemo Plague as Doran is going to find him. Red buff now is going to be there as well. End of the line. Hits once as Noguri going down very, very low, and Doran is going to be able to secure that kill.
So they have the Scuttle Crab, vision, and movement speed in the event that a fight would break out here. Now this is a very good time to fight because Chovy's very low on mana. Hello?
Well, Barrel's dead. So maybe it is a good time for DRX to fight. We'll have a look at which soul we are going to be blessed with. It is going to be an Infernal one. Still in this one. There's the man drop coming towards the mid lane as Pyosik stays in amongst it. Chovy trying to get himself out of the way. Noguri is going to knock up the Graves. Was out of range of the Vel'Koz. There's a disintegration rate. Barrel gets himself out. But you can see Pyosik was not so lucky, and Noguri grabs that kill for himself.
And Noguri ooh, Barrel. Almost dying right there. Noguri actually behind enemy lines.
He's getting surrounded. There are 4 versus 2 right now. Can the rest of DAMWON actually get in here is the question. They're looking for the stun to land onto Noguri. Seer in charge. Knock up onto 3 as Showmaker gets a 2-man shockwave. And Def just gets obliterated. Now Canyon looking for a little bit more. Carrier gets out of there as Chovy with his Super Soaker. But he's in a water fight.
Tagged a little bit by Ghost. Showmaker here as well. Maybe they can get Pyosik to use his smite and then he won't have it for the dragon, depending on...
Okay, Arrow is going to connect here as Chovy tried to disintegrate someone off to the side, but Pyosik is the one in trouble. Ghost, not a lot of mana, but he's got arrows, and he will be able to take them down. It is going to be Chovy falling as well on the fight on the top side. We'll have to check that one out in the replay as Carry is going to get taken out by Showmaker. And this is all starting to go to hell in a handbasket for DRX.
Wait, did Showmaker summon a blue trinket and Pyosik misclicked onto it?
Not entirely sure.
I think that's what happened.
Well, Doran's trying to save this game right now. Has to flash to get himself out of the way, though, and isn't going to be
fishing for maybe a Q with the execute, but not going to be able to get it.
Well, Canyon's the one going back to base, so not going to see anyone actually contesting for this.
Marksman players can do in later stages of the game.
Shockwave, Doran not able to press his pull button, and that is...
Well, game is definitely having a lot of chaos, and this kind of chaos is what Vel'Koz hates.
Yeah.
Hates the not stable gameplay where action's happening all over the map and he can't really do anything because one of the things that he's very weak to is very spread out things, 1-3-1s and things of that nature unfolding. And
Pyosik and Carrier. The 2 rookies of DRX might be in a bit of trouble here. Glacial Fissure pretty nicely avoided by DAMWON as Def trying to come over. Dawning Shadow is way too late, though. Good knock-up lands onto the Graves. Def trying to take matters into his own hands as Canyon down very, very low. Chovy does a lot of damage, but Senna's just by herself. And DAMWON are picking DRX apart.
And DAMWON are just capitalizing on every slight map error that DRX is making inside of this game. And there's not really too much to say. Pyosik and Carrier, they are definitely, they're buddies. They run around and just get killed.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like watching a hunter and his pet relative to where he could have been at. Ooh, another arrow.
Yep, it looks like they're going to be able to pick this one up as Carrier does get himself into a safer position, and Barrel's the one now in trouble. Deft grabs that kill. Another disintegration rate gets the flash. 4 versus 5, and DRX are continuing to push further forward. Control ward, trying to get control here. Showmaker throws his own ultimate back. Canyon grabs the kill in the end. Hemoblade goes down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Just Canyon going to be tagged with that one. Another fight in the other front as Noguri looks impossible to damage. Deft getting back into a decent position though, and you can see Showmaker, he dealt with the Vampire, and now Pyoshik 1 versus 3. Here's the ram, but it's going to miss. The man drop from Beryl just to close the gap as he flashes on top of Pyoshik.
Means that ornaments are going to start getting ready to be bestowed to his teammates.
LCK, but summer of 2020 feels like the time of the ghost.
Oh, it definitely
At Deft's
does.
number.
And you know, this is his month, Alice. It's Halloween.
Hey, that's true.
This is. Ooh, the finals are on Halloween.
Well, DAMWON are there.
Oh man, well they are. Check the script.
No, I told you, I'm not looking at the script. You peeked at it, and you weren't allowed to. As Noguri is going to use the Bellows Breath pretty nicely there, but still going down relatively low. There's the Glacial Fissure, but that will be avoided by listing lazily to the left. And okay, Doran feels like he might have found something here. Tides of Blood to do a bit of work, but has to use the pull. Actually avoids the arrow with it as the flash out of the Shockwave. But now Showmaker's the one on the attack. Brambleback gets a little bit frustrated, but you can see he's now just chilling. So this 1v1, I don't know whether it's really going to work, as the Crimson Rush comes in eventually. Gets it onto Ghost there. The Tides of Blood coming forward, looking for another Q. Does not get it. In the meantime, Deft is going to be taken down in another skirmish. It's a pretty good ultimate out of Canyon there, and that's going to mean that Pyoshik can't make things work. Chovy, can he be to the rescue? Nice knock up onto Beryl as Canyon looks for it. Carrier taking a lot of damage. One more auto will land, and that will take down the Brawn. That's the ace for DAMWON. It looked messy, but in the end, that's a 5-0.
Well, this is going to be DAMWON marching up mid lane, and the game was just constantly scattered without any sense of stability on the side of DRX, and that's what their comp should have been all about, is maintaining control, letting Chovy in depth carry everything from afar while having Vladimir go the distance, but they were so overeager at every point, and DAMWON happily clapped them.
Exactly right. That's going to be another 3-man knock up from Noguri. This Nexus very soon to go down, and DAMWON looking absolutely unstoppable in this first quarterfinal. 3-0 as many predicted, but I think the assuredness of this win from DAMWON is going to be striking fear into G2 and Gen G.
Yeah, I think this is a very scary team to go up against, even though the games were very stable, with the third one being the most exception to that rule. DAMWON clearly showed in game number 3 that they're willing to tango if people do want to get aggressive, but at the same time, they're fine to just scale up and then take their opportunistic fights that they were actually so known for in LCK.
Yeah, exactly right. And it is a bit of a sad day as well. I mean, I'm sure DAMWON didn't want to be eliminating another LCK team in their first playoffs match here at Worlds for 2020. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. And unfortunately, if you want to be the best, you have to beat everyone else. So it doesn't really matter. As DRX still need to hold their heads high. I don't think a lot of people had too many high hopes for this team, looking inconsistent towards the end of 2020. Their groups run was much better than I expected personally. Absolutely. And they have 2 young rookies as well who do want to prove themselves here on this world stage. And I think they did in the group stage, even if they couldn't come up against the might of DAMWON.
So it's good to see some of that come back. The question is for me, how do DAMWON Gaming want to respond to this curveball? And they do grab themselves a Leona.
Yeah, so they have a very powerful 2v2 in the Leona.
So it's a bit risky to go for it. TP will be used in the mid lane. Showmaker now backing off. One quick gold card, but there's the setup CC. There's the follow-up, the flash away from Showmaker. The watch out. EP tries to dance on it, but it's not enough. First blood for Jankos.
And this was so crucial for G2 to make sure.
Very easy. Showmaker's going to have to play so far back. It's going to give him so much access here in this lane. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Mickey feeling pretty confident, but honestly, fantastic use of the Zenith Blade. Mickey getting caught out, getting cut down, the Ignite ticking. Beryl finds it, and that's the DAMWON bottom lane we wanted to see.
While DAMWON are pushing down here and securing Vision as well as Crab, as Caps is just
Hold that
sprinting at
thought.
them.
Caps is running in, but he does miss the stun, and that's pretty big because Jankos is quite squishy, and Barrel is on the backside. They need to kill Showmaker, and they need to make it out. That's going to be one kill, and they're now trying to make it to safety. Jankos already gone down. Caps needs to retreat. Perks and Mickey on the way in, but Ghost is here. One shot, two. Still two left in the chamber, and he's hunting for a bit more blood. Barrel on the way in. Zenith Blade. How long on the cooldown? Heal to run forward. That's going to be the Shield of Daybreak. Bit of a miss, but Mickey going to whiff as well. Holding that one out. A little bit sloppy so far mechanically, but it looks like Mickey should be able to pull back to safety, waiting on that battle dance. Holding onto it for now. Doesn't look like he has the cooldown, and will get dropped in the end. DAMWON Gaming getting the better of G2 in that skirmish, and Barrel just cannot miss.
Yeah, and it was
9 minutes 38 seconds of the game before DAMWON Gaming decide to start that one, but they will kick it off.
And that's again because there is nothing up and available for Canyon to farm here as Barrel finds Mickey again, but just some light trading back and forth. I say light.
Right, but Barrel's now going to be in trouble here. Perks can step forward.
All over the Herald as now you can see Jen's also walking towards the mid lane.
Twisted Fate can come up as well. This is going to be a big deal. Wonder trying to flash out stage, but the ult still coming in. Showmaker's going to get there, but he's not even needed. Clean kill plays that they want to make as well, as we now see Caps taking a global away of his own. He's going to dash forward. He's fishing for Ghost and Barrel, but he has to be careful. Team now trying to back up, but that's Mickey looking for the engage. Backing off, though. Barrel is now going to retreat to safety. He's going to be one sleepy Leona, but here comes Showmaker, and Caps has been caught out. DAMWON Gaming punishing G2, punishing Caps for these over-aggressive plays, and Showmaker will grab another one.
And the idea from G2
Was
is
being freed up to come mid to back Showmaker up, and now that Showmaker is feeling good, that he's feeling confident, him going everywhere on the map to make these big plays. So that's going to be...
come in for DAMWON. They are exceptionally powerful right now, and they're going to start muscling into space. And
not a bad performance from Jankos by any means, but G2 getting over aggressive and getting so...
G2 had was to somehow pressure him and denying so much of their time. So
well, I thought as we have an engage coming in on the bottom side of the map. Jankos has been locked up. He's going to try to run for the hills. There are going to be two sleepy members there, but still the flash forward Shield of Daybreak right before the shield completes. Ghost going to walk in, 1-2 shots. Ghost now on a killing spree, and again, G2 caught out. DAMWON Gaming while the ult is up.
DAMWON just need to be patient. Again, look at the mid lane. Look at how much damage that tower has taken.
Mickey fishing for the engagement. Showmaker flashes out to safety. Barrel has locked him up. Mickey now running, but that's the Hecarim ult right back in. Caps is taking the Hecarim ult away, but they've locked him down. They've knocked him out, and here comes the curtain call. G2 going to run away. Angle not quite right on that one, but they're going to grab the dragon, and Canyon still dashing in. He wants a little bit more. Going into the perks. Look at that damage. Canyon taking names left and right. DAMWON Gaming sweeping G2 off the map. G2 bet it all on that play, and it immediately turns against them. Yanko's going to get a cheeky shutdown back, but Nagari there with the blade and the pistol just to get the double.
Curtain call is
was how good are DAMWON really? They look so good, but they haven't faced up to a lot of these best teams in the tournament with team fights like this.
So first of all, it opens up with a nice reactive flash from Showmaker, and then I just really want to talk about the damage that Nagari is putting out with these barrels, as well as the Gangplank ultimate, and then the follow-up from Canyon. He goes in with the Hecarim ultimate, he gets a nice fear, good damage, and then immediately turns back onto the Infernal, secures that for his team. Showmaker then uses the Destiny to get back into the fight.
Hold that thought. Caps
we
is
come
dead
back
again.
in as Caps is dead again. And that's
Also, Barrel died in the picture, so the fight's continuing to happen. G2 not done. They say we didn't bet it all. That wasn't the all-in. This is the all-in, and Wonder gonna get knocked down. Snare gonna connect as well. Watch out, Eep will work. That's the fear coming in. Yanko's running for his life. Mickey gonna hit the blast cone for him, but still not enough. Canyon again on a tear. 4-1-7. This pony is rampaging across the rift.
Listen, Dracos, G2 are live fast, die young. It's not looking great for G2 for game one. Just a matter of steps to take, but G2, they keep throwing their body at it. Actually been tested. Has anyone really made them sweat? When you do have some of the tape at the World Championship of DAMWON dropping a game, it was from JDG who did skirmish them, but you know...
Oh my, Showmaker!
Salt the wounds!
Oh no, that is BM. And let me remind you folks, for Showmaker and for DAMWON Gaming, this is personal. Not a lot of hope otherwise. As we can see here, Nagari gonna run for it with the barrel. Dude, casual 700 damage, 636.
Showmaker is kind of one of the names that you didn't talk about. It's Barrel. 1-1-6 right now. It was constantly this Leona getting unlocked from the lane. We talked about the forward percentage that Ghost and Barrel.
This minion wave in and break the tower. All that ult there is doing is saying, back up, this belongs to us, respect it. And G2 are gonna respect it. Get that healing back. But if he just gets chain CC'd, if he gets chain locked down here, he will not have really any tankiness to his name.
G2 know that they have a single fight left in this game, and they'd have to, like you said, win fight after fight. But DAMWON, strike first.
Boom! Big pick coming in. Cap's not going to be locked up as well. Showmaker ult now coming in. Cap's going to ult out to safety. Canyon going a little bit too far. Wonder going to lock him up and take him down. G2 holding on for now. Not going to go quietly, but they will still get knocked down. Big damage coming in for the side of DAMWON Gaming. 28 minutes in. 6 kills to 20. 45.8 to 57.9. Ghost going for some style points. The flash in fourth shot. Cap's going to do what he can, but he's going golden, and he's still going to be going down. Nagari going to make it out with his life, and it's all too easy. DAMWON Gaming resetting some expectations, reminding G2 that not all LCK teams are created equal. DAMWON Gaming going to strike first blood in this series.
And not just a victory, but that one was personal. You know, a lot of some fun emote spam back and forth, but, you know, DAMWON were flexing on G2.
Yeah, but fun for who? Fun for DAMWON. That felt good for Showmaker when he rocked into the bottom lane, landed that gold card, spammed every team that Europe has lost to in the finals. That's a good look for DAMWON. It's a good look for the LCK. It is certainly the opening that they were hoping for, and for a
Camille ultimate even to that. But there we go. This is what I wanted to see. A very hard farming, hard pushing duelist in Fiora. So super volatile top lane matchup.
He's going to be right there in time to grab his second mark of the game before 5 minutes. That said, Perkz now has to run for his life to flash forward. Oh, he's getting run down. Ghost waiting on the volley. Instead going to turn for Mickey, trying to save Barrel's life. Does not want to trade it back. Perkz going in though. Has the heal. Ghost going to go for one. Ghost now going to fish for two. Leona's strong, but is she strong enough? Fighting in the creep wave as well. Hits the Zenith Blade just barely. That's the stun. That's the cleanse. And oh, doesn't it feel good to be an 80 carry in 2020? Bye-bye, Ghosts.
Ultimately the outplay as Mickey gets some the handshake over Leona's, as it's not Beryl this time around. It is Mickey setting up for a gank on Nagari here. He goes in.
Go forward. Where's the riposte going to go?
No flash.
Waiting on the hard CC. That's going to be the Hextech ultimatum. Very well timed. Is going to get the lock of Nagari, trying to go for the outplay, but there's just too many resources spent top lane clean from G2 Esports.
Yeah, no flash on the Leona is what I mean.
If they want to.
I mean, they pushed mid priority, then DAMWON are now walking in, so Caps, you can see, is catching the mid wave. It does mean that the Dragon is still...
But Showmaker giving it the respect it deserves, backing away. Meanwhile, on top side, Wonder struggling a little bit in this individual 1v1. Tiamat means that Nagari can keep the pressure up, but it does not mean that he can generate a man advantage here. Beryl ults coming out everywhere. We're taking our eyes on all sides of the map, but now Stolen Kindred ult coming in. Showmaker trying to buy as much time as he possibly can. Trying to get one more mark for Yanko. Showmaker just barely making it out. In the meantime, Nagari is going to go down. Wonder with just a sliver of life left.
And not getting kind of the same level of control that we saw in game number 1. This is a much better look if you're a G2 fan, as Mickey now on the offensive.
Ulti. Zenith play for the follow-up. They want to find this kill as quickly as they can. A good smoke screen, though. Going to buy some time for Canyon. Beryl going to try to body block the face breaker back, but now Beryl's in the midst of everybody. It's going to be more than healthy enough to walk away from this one, but now Nagari's on the way in. Oh, a few kills going to this pocket.
And he basically keeps someone locked there for 20 years.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the top side, Wonder's got to be careful here. Not sure what the cooldown is on the hookshot wall dive. Can make it out to safety. Trying to sidestep there. We'll get one, but the face breaker comes back. Dodges that as well. Sadly, it's too little, too late. He's going to make it out to safety. We're not going to make that safety.
DAMWON.
Important to note that no towers have fallen, so there is some standing gold left over for G2 to pick up if they can eventually break bot. As now Mickey going to dash forward, going to aim to go in on Ghost, but a clean sidestep to get things started. A stolen Leona ultimate to get kicked off again, and now Canyon's on the way in too. Mickey's going to be in trouble. Big haymaker. Kindred ult to buy a bit more space. Beryl stepping forward. What's he going to go for? Big ult, big dunk back down, but they stun in midair. They deny the ult, and here comes Wonder. Here comes the potential clapback for G2, but DAMWON Gaming staying strong as 3, trying to hold it forward. Quick dash out to deny the gold card from Canyon. The rest of G2 now pulling back.
Yeah, 4v5, because check out what's happening up the top lane. Nagari takes the entire top lane tower, and G2 have to go deep for this to make it count.
Here we go. Red card, though. Maybe not exactly what they wanted. This AoE slow, though, going to be big. Showmaker continuing to step forward. That's going to be the stun. That's going to be Showmaker going down, and a mark going over to Yankos.
Watch out for Nagari.
Oh, no.
He's on the flank.
Yankos stepping forward. Oh, they're playing for Yankos, right? Like, that's kind of, feels to me like the silver lining for that play, but you're using your flash from Caps. It's a bit all over the place, but, you know. Get a little bit of good news here as, boom, big shutdown.
It is a Dragon for Herald trade, and ultimately G2 kind of got the better of the DAMWON in using the fact that they have first movement on Nagari. You can see that Wonder has caught the wave up to the top side on that. May even be providing a freeze. It feels like a fist fight in the mid lane now as Mickey is really fishing. Needs to be careful. Ghost has arrow.
Big arrow flashback. It's going to hit Perkz instead. Definitely not the target that they wanted. Looking for the opportunity, but he's stunned as well. Now they're trying to lock up Beryl. Big haymaker to come out, and they take him down as well. Beryl a bit over aggressive and immediately punished. He had the highlight reel play in his head. He was going to dunk.
Would have been stylish, but the gold card just slaps him right in the face.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why we just see TF so much, is the gold card is just such a strong ability. But hold that thought, because Yankos is going to be the one who's in trouble now. Forced to use the ultimate pretty early into this fight, but Canyon zoned away. Yankos does do a lot of damage here with the Storm Razor. Debating on his options there. Stolen ult coming out. Ooh, the shutdown as well. Hit him with the hose. Caps holding on in the circle, holding on as long as he can. Showmaker going in, though. Big heal, and that's going to be it. Mickey now caught in the midst of the entire team of DAMWON. 3 members strong here. Just looking to run this Leona down. Facebreaker won't connect, but Showmaker sure will, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, and there's no response from G2.
They can fight for. That is something that they can play for that will force Nagari out of a side lane. So getting that Drake, but Cap showing that he's walking away means Nagari can walk right back into this lane.
Tower still hasn't fallen yet for DAMWON, but they're denying so much wave, and it should eventually fall. It's probably very low health as Nagari flashes.
Oh, the stolen ultimate coming in as well. Caps, though, back on the way in, wants to use it. Wonder now has to run for the hills, has to be careful. Nagari now stepping in. This Fiora is so incredibly strong. 2 items, dash through, no riposte available, and that means he's going to be in trouble. Shut down onto Nagari, massive for G2. What can DAMWON do on the top side of the map? The waters, it looks like, fishing for an opportunity, not wanting to overcommit here. And this is the stiff breeze you were talking about. 1 auto should kill the tower. Heck, minions might even do it. 1 more, boom, there it goes. Ghost going to grab
Unless
it.
he doesn't have something like Flash, then it gets a little bit more dangerous. And you can see Perks stepping super forward as here comes Caps.
Very aggressive. If they kill Canyon, this is pretty massive, but Ghost has been isolated off to the side. Caps does not have the sustained damage to take this fight, but the Flash taking him to safety. The team play there from G2 saves the day. The Hextech ultimatum stolen away. Caps now stepping forward. Showmaker going to be in trouble. Tries to go back in. Is untouchable for now, but the Hextech ultimatum not enough to save his life. Is now Barrel has been caught out too. G2 on the chase, trying to keep Barrel out of this one. What are they actually going to get off the back of this, though? For now, it is just kills. Ulti in the mid lane.
Ghost is trying to eat the wave. Here comes Wonder.
Oh, Nagari locked up, taken down big for G2. This fight around the enemy blue buff has bought them everything that they need to start up this Baron.
And this is the thing, again, that mid lane tower didn't mean anything for G2. They could always still contest on that wave. DAMWON didn't think that they would do it, and G2 called their bluff. They spent multiple ultimates, multiple pieces of CC, and snag DAMWON right in front of the Baron. This is a huge swing for them.
Wonder going to go forward, is going to get dunked right back down, but is pretty tanky at this stage of the game. Ghost going to try to finish the job, though, because this is massive. They've taken the Baron, they can turn right to Soul. This is everything for G2. The TP now coming in, but it might be too little too late. He can't cancel that one. Showmaker on the way in. He takes the Leona ult. There's a potential here for a massive turn, but it looks like it might not matter because the Zenith Blade connects. Caps is on the way in. He tries to get it. Showmaker trying to turn it right back around. That's the shutdown onto Caps, but it is enough. No, G2 stands strong. They take down Showmaker, and they set their eyes on the Infernal and Canyon. Dashes in, dashes out, gets down the control ward, but it's going to take a miracle steal and a flank from Nagari to turn this one back.
Here comes Nagari. Canyon does have Flash as well as Smite available.
Infernal Soul will go down. Canyon has gone down. Nagari has to run for the hills. He has 1 riposte. It has to block everything from G2 if he wants to survive this one. Blast cones there. He should be able to make it out to safety. Hook shot, wall dive to take him out. Dash to the side. They're now chasing him down, but that's going to do it. That's going to be it. Perks now dominating. Massive lead for G2 Esports.
Infernal
power play, a minute left, already 4,000 gold for G2. They didn't take a lot of towers earlier on in the game, but they can certainly Caps and Wonder press forward. DAMWON backing off, knowing that they just have to concede these objectives, that they can't afford to pick a fight around this.
Like you said, it's about surviving. 2 waves crashing for G2 in mid and bot. Nagari doesn't have TP, so he's actually just going to try to trade probably inhib for inhib. So DAMWON just actually want to try to see if G2 will go away after this one, which you do see the back coming in for Wonder. He does have TP. Or did you see what that Ezreal ultimate just did to Canyon?
Yeah, it's pretty devastating.
It half-healthed him.
Perks is a strong boy. Caps, though, is going to need a body block here. Showmaker trying to play around this one. Caps caught out 4 now, but who's caught who now? As the TPs are coming in, that's going to be the red card, just trying to slow any kind of advance here. The pullback, big from Barrel. Dunk back down, trying to make it out. That's a haymaker. It's a decent amount of damage, but it's not nearly enough. They're now getting collapsed on. Fiora still just farming in the top lane, and Perks flashing forward. Will not...
Wonder down as much as he could, actually just standing on top of the Camille and slapping him while the teleport was coming through. But again, G2 pushing...
Retreat. Showmaker with the stolen Leona ultimate again. Very, very powerful, 0.8 AP ratio. Can do a lot of work here, but Nagari has to now run for the hills. They're just looking for a pick, and they could look to end it here as soon as they kill Nagari. That's exactly what they want, G2. Are you going to bet it all on the 5v4? They've got a wave to back them up. The hook shot behind in items. Your damage is just strictly worse.
She is looking for the deep flank on Wonder here.
Big arrow. Oh, that was the biggest brain arrow we've seen all tournament. My God, Ghost shut down onto Wonder, and that is certainly a way to put hope back in.
Base check in, do so many of their pieces of CC.
Yeah.
Ooh, that blue trinket ward.
Gold card. Who's face checking who, though? Oh, big Ezreal damage. Showmaker all alone means he takes the full brunt of that assault, and now they're trying for the follow-up. Yanko leaping forward, and that's going to be it. Showmaker just in the midst of the meat grinder. G2 now pressing forward. Game 1, all about DAMWON, all about early dominance. Here, G2 keep it scrappy, keep it fresh, turn it all around on a single play around the Baron buff, and now they are just walking their way into victory here as they tear DAMWON to pieces.
Much better look from G2 this time around. DAMWON was still getting a couple of scrappy fights in there, but just not the same dominant performance that we saw from Noguri. 0-6-1. Obviously, that Fiora is probably not going to come out again, as we've got a series, Dracos.
We absolutely do. Gold card going into G2 looking to return with some BM of their own. They don't have any fancy emotes, but they are more than happy to go for a fancy tower dive. Lands Respite will not give you a respite from the Fountain Laser. G2 going to close this one out with confidence. Game 1 was all about DAMWON Gaming. Game 2, much more of a back and forth. But at the end of the day, G2 reigns supreme and tie it up 1-1.
But this is what's most important. G2 beat DAMWON from red side. You now get side selection for losing team after this game. So DAMWON will have side selection. They could run it back onto blue side, the side that has been so dominant for them individually and so dominant throughout this tournament. But that's massive for G2 to prove that they could beat them from red side.
It's huge. And also now we've proven from G2, one of the immortal questions in a best of 5.
Tank matchups can't really be punished very well. Brings a lot of superficial tankiness for herself with her wild growth. And then there is the Leona. So really strong, long range and Noguri there. So Canyon should feel comfortable to take its time. Krugs into top side Crab. As here we go.
Coming out. Perk's going to take a tower shot, reloading. Finishes now. Getting some good damage back and forth. Yankos could get cheeky and go for a kind of play here. The flash over the wall. Is he going to go for the dash here on the Barrel, trying to finish one off? Barrel just sidestepping, though. The Wolf just barely ticking. First blood coming through. Mickey from downtown with the spear.
Very well done there from G2. Set up very nice. It was a slow push. They're now looking to repeat dive on Ghost.
Going to go in. Mickey can block a little bit of damage, but does he have the mana to actually block anything? Mickey is going to get traded back. Minion's going to finish the job. That's a double kill for the Ash. G2, it started so...
From the blast cone. So even though DAMWON aren't able to, you know, make good...
They're trading pressure back and forth in this bot lane. It's no longer just a sole point of pressure for this team. And that means a lot. That means giving up something like the Ocean Drake.
So Caps wants to back right now, but he's being called by Yankos to help get his mark. But here comes Wonder, 3v2. There's no flash on Showmaker.
That's an electrocute Scion. What can Wonder get done? That's going to be a big knock-up. Decent amount of damage here, but they have to respect the Syndra ultimate now coming through. Wonder going to try to get into the backside, but Yankos already taken down. Wonder maybe hoping to get some value out of that passive, but that's the second half of the perfect execution. Cut off here in terms of individual CS. Lulu going for the support itemization does hurt her a little bit in the individual 1v1, but obviously it's going to make her that much more of a terror in these skirmishes. Mickey has been spotted out. Pretty much has to commit here, as he can just get run down if he doesn't go for it.
And wants to ult out.
But there's too much CC. They just have to stagger their CC and everything's fine. Flash over the wall. Mickey, he's going back over, and that just feels like too much for him. They're going to take him down. Kill's going to get donated to Ghost. Mickey overstays his welcome on the bottom side of the map. He can Herald top, but not super ideal sign, of course. If you don't have the hard CC to stop from wave clear. Hold that thought. Mickey getting absolutely blasted here in the exchange. Does not block all the damage. Kindred now coming in. Mickey's pretty much going to have to re-engage to save his teammates, and that's now Ghost on a rampage. He gets 2 kills for free on the bot lane dive, and he gets 2 follow-ups on the back. So, all in all, they're set to snowball this gold lead even further. Should probably be up to about 2K and a Drake by the time they use that Herald. Top lane not going too bad.
The next Herald will be spawning relatively soon, as the initial one's going to go down and pick up some plates there for Graves.
Mickey again caught out, though. Aegis Assault going to block a little bit of the damage here, but they are just going to take him out and take him down. Ghost now unstoppable.
Getting in on the emote game as well.
Cooldowns, Qs it, one-shots it, pushes it in, and walks away. So he has weathered the early game storm, and he is now in a position to be the tank that G2 need him to be. That said, Perks is in trouble. Barrel is on the hunt. And you're keeping your eyes on that ultimate. He's got Flash, he's got Cleanse, but the base damage alone might be enough. The sidestep is clean, but instead they're going to turn for Mickey. And once again, Pantheon put in the meat grinder. Mickey taken down.
Syndra as well as that Ash Arrow, and that's when things can get wildly out of control for G2.
Here we go, big play in the mid lane. Mickey flashing forward, level 7-5 deaths. He's not concerned. He's still going to go for it. Caps leaping in. Yankos is just going to walk away, but Canyon now stepping forward. Mickey has no way to block any further damage, and he's going to trade his life for that one. Lamb's Respite thrown down and ignored. Yankos will retreat, but G2 do get 1 kill back.
Mickey's still trading his life, though.
And Caps doesn't get anything. He's still 0-0-0.
That one's going to feel bad. Okay, but here's the big thing. So G2 found a window where they knew that Barrel and Ghost were really going to push down bot lane to force the tower down.
Oh, that's big! Little Scion Speedway, anybody?
A little bit of whiplash.
Kills kicked off. So G2 still have to play careful, still have to play smart, and right now the Lulu, though, 2 items strong. Support items obviously very cheap, as Caps is going to get caught out here, is going to get locked down. Gonna hit him with just about every piece of CC they have. They're waiting for him to get out of the Shroud. The exhaust coming in, but it might be too little too late. They're now backing off. Mid lane tower will go down. Showmaker on the hunt for another kill. Goes forward, does hit the stun. Push R. He can't get in range to do it.
Control ward. DAMWON have no idea that he's there, and Ghost could walk up into him, or Showmaker to pick up this blue
Has the
buff.
ult. Hex flash over the wall. They still haven't seen him. There's the Predator coming in from the Omni Stone. Wonder kind of trying to zone off. They know they can't afford to give this up. He's going in onto Ghost. This is massive. Caps moving through the entire team. Wonder now in the midst of everything, but G2 are backing off. Mickey's just so incredibly kishy. They do not have the gold. They do not have the damage. G2 are now getting run down. Canyon looking unstoppable. How about a little bit of Ardent? How about a little bit of Athenes? And how about a Dragon for DAMWON Gaming? G2 just forced out of the pit.
The Graves ultimate was massive damage across multiple members, or he would be waiting for Showmaker to show on wave. So there's one. Oh, Showmaker's so smart. He's heading to Canyon.
Just in case. Do they know he's in the bush? Cap's
No,
there.
no.
They dash aside. He steals away the Krugs. He just lost an entire wave to steal those Krugs. He's now locked up. He's now stunned. He can go into the Shroud. He can try to buy a bit more time. But the second he shows, the ult will come out and Caps will go down. Push R to find a kill. Showmaker knocking out Caps.
I'm curious if they had tracked Caps and knew he was still in the area. So clean. They play with each other so well. And this is the final evolution form of DAMWON from incredibly talented.
2K advantage right now, looking to grow here as the Herald charges in for G2, holding on as much as they can. It's a very difficult game to play out. This is big. This could be the final fight. Lulu's there to support the team.
Here comes Sion.
Health bar staying relatively high. Stun is going to miss. Caps off to the side. Now they're getting the setup. That's the curtain call, but who is it going to be? Curtains 4. Wonder getting into the midst of the entire team. Barrel taken down, and G2 holding on for now. They can look to push in mid lane. They can look to get something off the back of this. DAMWON Gaming get a little aggressive, and G2 are there to punish.
Yeah, inside track for mid lane, however. We'll see if DAMWON look for the re-engage. They still have big key ultimates like the Ashe ultimate as well as Syndra.
Decimating smash dash massive. They've hit Yankos. Yankos, can he hit the ult in time? Should be certain. Perks now leaping forward onto Ghost, though, trying to finish the job. Perks gets this one. It is the 1-for-1 trade. Caps now looking for the cleanup. This is big. Showmaker's incredibly low. Caps wants to close this one out with style. Flashing through, finishing off Nuguri. Polymorph, but too little too late. Now getting the passive procs as well. That's going to be shield. This is massive. G2, I can't believe it. It's a miracle skirmish. There is no way they should have won it, but they still managed to make it happen. But what else will they stay
Here
for?
comes Barrel.
Showmaker not afraid. Nagari taken down. G2 on the retreat. And they managed to get out alive. The gold
The
now.
skirmish on the top side.
So good, and we have another fight on your screen, and Caps is just going to get one shot. That's very big. Barrel's now on the follow-up. Ignore the replay, because what's in the pip needs to be your focus. Set their sights on that one. Barrel, they're trying to turn it back. Yankos manages to get a kill. DAMWON Gaming again, potentially overextending. Fourth shot, not enough. 570 damage, will not finish the job.
There's a reset from Showmaker. He does have teleport.
Can't come back to the fight full health. Perks backing away. Looks like he's going to try to use Legend to lifesteal here. Mickey has been caught out again. How many cooldowns are they going to burn? That's the shutdown into Mickey. That should be premier access to this.
Look at Caps behind them.
Mountain Soul. It has to be Mountain Soul. Yankos, can he get the steal? Can he get it?
Caps is waving the white flag. He's calling the
2K.
recall right now.
It has to be, but it's not going to happen. That's Mountain Soul for...
So still 6-2-2 on this Ashe. Probably going to go back and finish the Infinity Edge, I would imagine.
Mickey finding the stun, though. Denying the recall from Showmaker. Immediately is forced to use the E, though, before the fight really even starts. He's about to get one tapped here, but Wonder going to try to body block as best he can for his support. The ulti's going to go wide from the Graves. Caps up to the side. Is forced to burn the ult to disengage. But Barrel now re-engaging onto the Sion. That's the front line for G2, but he's just getting absolutely shredded by Ghost. The Ashe damage is ridiculous. Wonder in zombie mode. Tries to get some damage back, but Scatter the Weak stops him from getting anything else. Mickey on the retreat. Canyon running forward. Good damage in response from G2, but not nearly enough. Caps in the backline. Caps trying so hard to make the play, but Nagari will not let it happen. Lamb's respite buys G2 a bit of time.
Have the Mountain Soul, and now looking at Elder in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. The gold lead is close a lot, however, and it does make sense this time around because they do have a Lulu as opposed to something like a Fiora.
Good arrow.
Maybe chasing past this, but they group up a lot as 5 on their Baron instead of applying multiple waves.
Wow. Grouping up on the Baron, but they have the Lulu as well to empower this push, and you can see how much damage Ghost does. Wonder slowly but surely getting chipped away out. No ultimate to speak of, only level 15, does not have max rank and the lowest cooldown possible on that ultimate, so cannot re-engage a fight here. Instead, DAMWON Gaming just going to settle for this bot lane tower. Looks like they'll grab the inhibitor as well, and it's just a steady, controlled push from DAMWON.
Super patient. Just shove in, don't overreach right there, don't give G2 an opening. The Elder has now spawned. They're setting up their own trap. Looks like they're going to catch G2.
Looking out, Barrel trying to find a priority target to stun. Perks for now untouched. The rest of the team now leaping out. Cavs trying to jump back in, but how much damage can he actually get done on the backside of this team fight? One getting taken down. That's Mickey out of the fight. Wonder stepping forward. Cavs in the middle of everybody. Curtain call, but who's actually going to go down? Cavs running for the hills. Shuriken flip takes him out to safety, but the flash in, the point blank shot from Canyon to finish the job. The polymorph as well. Wonder going to get taken down. It is Elder or the game for DAMWON Gaming. They can choose what they want to do. Wonder trying to get just a bit of damage back is going to hurt Canyon, but not nearly enough. Perks trying to finish off Ghost, but the shield is there. DAMWON Gaming simply refused to die. They will not lose a single member in that exchange, and now they're moving in to close it out. Now they're moving in to take it up to match point.
Got the minion wave behind them, got the massive numbers advantage. It is Perks and Jankos versus the world, but DAMWON know that they have the game in their back pocket. They flash the FPX, they don't care, and they are now trying to hit the Nexus.
G2 on the cusp of elimination as DAMWON Gaming are going to take their time on this finish. One more death for Mickey X, 3-9-4 as DAMWON Gaming move to match point, 2-1 up against G2 in the semifinals.
And again, what was a very back and forth last two games. DAMWON looking much more in control now, looking much more comfortable in the skirmishes. Again, huge credit to Beryl, particularly on the Leona. And I feel like maybe this champion needs to rise up in some priority. We've traded back and forth, but no one is willing to really put emphasis on it.
With the Nautilus now getting picked up from Mickey, are you any more positive about G2's answer already?
No.
Okay.
It's still tough. Side scuttle cap for the Kindred. Regardless, right now, DAMWON Gaming certainly have priority across both bot and mid lane, so Jankos has to be careful here. Still going to go for the fight anyway, proccing the phase rush, reloading the gun, but is forced away. Caps now potentially in trouble, just going to get first blooded in mid lane. Yanko's going to take a bit of damage as well, but now Ghost is getting traded on the bottom side. We're going to have to take a look at that one again in a moment, but in the meantime, G2 getting bullied out of lane. Caps just getting absolutely destroyed.
He's back in, is trying to pull the wave to get the wave, I guess, in a better position. It should focus fire and slowly push back into him, but what a disaster. Now Wonder's in trouble.
Has to be careful. That's going to be the knockup as well, but no one's taken tower aggro quite yet. Gold card can go in, but Wonder unstoppable. Has already used the Searing Charge. Big Haymaker. Showmaker taking the tower. One more auto to do it. Can they get it? Nagari is going to get one more tower shot. Has to flash out, but well-timed, and they get the dive, and DAMWON them. They win here. They're the first LCK team in 3 years to make it to a Worlds Final. 2018, not the case. 2019, LEC versus LPL one more time. This time around, it could be a different story, but now that could change. Caps pushing in. He's already level 7. The shield coming in for Mickey, but it might be too little too late. Ghost just going to grab another kill, and there's nothing left for G2 in the river, but a third mark lands, and there's a lot of setup just across the map to make these really big plays.
So you can see that Wonder and Jankos are just trying to use the ultimate.
Dunk back down. Haymaker still up and available.
Here comes Braum.
Waiting for the biggest one possible. Good damage coming in. That's the knuckle down. 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack. Looking for 4. That's the Halo Blades, baby. Just so fast. Barrel going to get it. Caps, though, now coming in. This is going to be big, but Nagari waiting off to the side. Canyon now can step forward. Still brutal. And definitely not where G2 want to be. Mickey and Perks, though, caught out here. The immediate setup, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the stacks. Instead, they're focusing on Perks, but that's Showmaker over the wall. That's the stun card. Perks does not have the damage that he needs. Caitlyn coming in with the ult just to finish the job. Mickey running for the hills, but I think they can keep this fight going. That's going to be the stolen ult taken back. Canyon, Lamb's respite, buys himself a bit of time. Jankos now on the retreat. Showmaker stepping forward with that gold card.
Now, G2 looking to maybe skirmish and get something back into the mid lane, but nope, White Flag comes out. They pull the backs. That's now Ghost.
Does not connect. Oh, DAMWON Gaming. G2 surely thought they had the shutdown there, but they do manage to make it out to safety. Now it's Nagari over the wall to kill Jankos as well. And it just goes from bad to worse. G2 holding on to hope. Most certain. Clean dive. Well played. And this is, again, G2 going to try to fish for what they can, but gold card, Mickey waiting as long as he can so he can input buffer the hook. Doesn't look like he's going to get a chance to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stun there. Forced to ult back behind him, but still they're going to push forward for the kill. The Q going through, but will not connect. Caps off to the side. This could be big. Not a lot of great ultimates to steal, though.
I think a minion just saved Mickey's life right there. I think it caught Barrel's Q. I'd have to see the replay of it, as here comes Caps. The
now
desperation flank.
Decent ulti across. But
G2 are going to have to throw everything. They need something crazy. They need, like, a ridiculous flank.
But again, G2 are the team that always seem to pull it off when it matters most. That always seem to find those.
Looking close to 170 at 17 minutes. It is...
Yeah, 10 per minute. Definitely the target for all pros.
And I thought that G2 might give this one away, but it looks like they're setting up to try to fight for it. There's the pick.
Already the ulti has been used, or the E rather, from Brahms coming in, so now they can throw it back with a good ultimate. That's a good kickoff to the fight. G2 though backing off. They have to be happy with a single pit. Nagari running forward. Flash is up and available. Flash facebreaker into the ult is an option.
Get what they came for, which is setting themselves up for this soul. It'll be, what, 22 minutes? Possibly this inner mid tower.
There's a lot of questions coming into this series. DAMWON Gaming, they proved themselves in groups. We'll hold that thought because Wonder now in trouble, pulled back and taken down. That's going to be one tower. DAMWON Gaming could look to force a second one here. The delayed snare now coming out. Caps off to the side, but that's going to be the next tower. Leaping forward. Yanko's taken out. Caps off to the side, but the team can just turn and collapse. Mickey and Perks in no position to contest. Caps will just blast Cone out to safety, but they're just going to break the inhibitor. It's 18 minutes into the game, and a match point. DAMWON Gaming are obliterating G2.
They are giving them the Coup Tigers special, the Rock special, the Longzhu special. They are destroying them.
G2
they're going to end the game.
Getting taken out. 18 minutes and 30 seconds, and this is not the way that Europe expected it to go. The greatest team Europe has ever produced falling flat here in Game 4. DAMWON Gaming look ready to end, but can Wonder and Caps hold on? It's the double kill for Nagari. They're pushing forward. Caps holding on for dear life. Yankos wants to hold on. The health bars are low. The shutdowns can come through. Maybe, just maybe. G2 trying to hold on to hope. DAMWON Gaming, though, set their sights on the Nexus. DAMWON Gaming set their sights on the final. They look to G2. They take their time with it, but they sweep aside the LEC, and for the first time in 3 years, the LCK will advance to the World Final.
G2 must be shell-shocked right now.
I'm shell-shocked.
They just got rocked.
Fastest game in World's history. DAMWON Gaming are not the LCK. DAMWON Gaming are a cut above. They are not Gen G. They are not DRX. But they are here to play, they are here to fight, and next weekend they will be here to take a shot at hoisting the Summoners Cup.
They are the future of the LCK, though, and the future looks very bright as the salt in the wound, mimicking G2's victory dance right there. That was point taken, DAMWON. You wanted to obliterate G2? You did. The European Kings have been ripped in half.
LCK killers no more. G2 still an incredible record, no doubt, but not the worlds that they were hoping for. Not the 0-3 finals meme, no chance to joke about that one. It's the 3-1 finish for DAMWON. And it's sad, of course, for the LEC and as an LEC caster to see G2 go. And definitely not in the fashion I expected them to do it. But today,
the lanes is something we have seen many, many times before. The last lock-in is going to be Wukong. So Wukong into Ornn. I'm furling my eyebrows right now. What do you think? At the 10-minute mark, less than 100 gold difference, and SOFM will show his head top at the moment. Cyclone does get chucked down, but look at the damage onto Bin. He's losing out for the time being. Call of the Forge God comes out. The knockback is interrupted thanks to the secondary Cyclone. Nagari is not going to be able to survive much longer as Bin flashes forward. First blood to Suning in the final.
So this is the cross damage that Nagari can do against
Did you hear the fear in my voice?
Yes,
it was going to get turned around.
But they're able to get the kill. It did brought mid lane. Now this is a little unusual, not something that we usually see, as Beryl goes for the all-in bot.
Oh, Asharo directly tags one Fang. He flashed in a straight line, but Swordox re-engage, has locked up DAMWON. Ghost is going low, he's in trouble. True Shot Barrage, not going to be enough just yet as the first death is Swordox after Nagari.
And I'm actually quite surprised that they've actually sent the Ezreal mid rather than just keeping him top. It looks like that they want to try and move Angel off onto a side. Progresses how much harder it will be to deal with given how long range it is. Whereas if DAMWON is able to win that fight, obviously they're going to get the full 3 and a fight's happening bot lane.
Engage, Flash, Cyclone coming out, Stand United brings SOFM to the bottom lane. Barrel's already down. Bin stays alive a few seconds longer before Ghost is able to take him out. Canyon continues the chase. He's already used the collateral damage, and Swordart is waiting in the wings. He's got a solar flare available to fire, but not a lot of damage to follow up on. He manages to catch the Zenith Blade. That's a catch down to Canyon, and SOFM with the help is going to be able to find it. That's a double kill for River Shen on Suning.
Beautifully done from Suning, and look at how quickly they by the Leona later on. Notice that Solar is actually very strong at this point in the game, and Beryl is pretty weak. Ooh, Shockwave comes through.
Wave catches onto Swordart. The tower falls as well, and that's solar flare.
They can take this bottom tier 1 and The great thing about Azir is he can take these towers very quickly,
Bin
especially
just yet. If this drags out over time, he will be able to flash Cyclone the back line for DAMWON. Sword Art's looking for an engage. He's got himself with a solar flare. Beryl gonna jump onto Bin. Cyclone already used. Beryl about to die. He flashes away defensively. Stays alive a few seconds longer. Now Bin's in trouble. It's a trade of a jungle for support, but it's DAMWON Gaming that are split up. They're surrounded. SWFM catches a taunt onto Nogri. Here comes Sword Art and Angel. Huanfeng running for his life. Blast cones over the wall, and Canyon is sticking onto Huanfeng. The rest of Suning are in the river, and DAMWON control the map. They control the river, and they take down Huanfeng.
I think Suning tried to flank when they just didn't need to. They want to be playing front to back, but Angel and Sword Art just weren't involved in the fight. The good news for Suning is that they're still alive. So SOFM still has the smite. Let's see if they can take away this objective.
The glide, the divide, the Emperor's divide is available. There it is! Jumping 1, 2, 3 court. Goes Golden and stays alive a few seconds longer, but the damage and the survivability from Showmaker and Ghost is wrecking Suning. They get themselves kills. They set themselves up for the soul, but here comes Bin. He's going to teleport in. Grand Starfall comes down. The Infernal Drake has been stopped for now, and Bin will get dropped once again, with DAMWON now turning their attention back to the Infernal Drake, looking to secure the Infernal Soul.
I think that in that fight, DAMWON just played better. They recognized that they needed to stay grouped. They saw Bin out of position, and his ultimate was forced very early onto a single. We heard the analyst desk talking about how flexible DAMWON actually are as a team, because what they'll do is they make these pivots in the drafts to try. A little dangerous.
Same kind. Bin is a little overextended. Call of the Forge God comes out. Cyclone will buy some time. Flash is still available. Side steps away from the collateral damage. That's a secondary knock-up onto Canyon. SOFM stand united, brings in the support, and Canyon goes down. The Ash Arrow right between the upsides. Angel committed the teleport for this, as now Beryl is down as well. Nogri continues to be the target as Angel and SOFM look to run him down. And Sword Art's coming in from behind. Solar Flare has already been used. Showmaker's got the flash available, but there's no shockwave. Shield of Daybreak to the face. True Shot Barrage is dodged by the Hourglass, and there comes SOSM, the taunt. The first death on the side of Suning is then going to be Sword Art as they turn around, and Nuguri goes down. Ghost is the last man standing, and Suning...
And now they're on the Baron. They're going to be able to cleanly take this one down, and all of a sudden, Suning are back in the game.
Well, not only back
better position for DAMWON to, for Suning rather, to be in, but they've warded for the flank.
Well, let's see what happens. Nogri has not used Call of the Forge God. Sword Art has been caught out. He catches a Zenith Blade, jumps down onto Ghost. Here comes Bin. The Elder Drake is still the focus of Suning, and Bin goes in with a Cyclone. He almost picks up the kill, manages to survive a few seconds longer, but Suning get the Elder Drake so far at the cost of only Bin. They're going to try to escape, and now Beryl jumps in with the Grand Starfall, gets caught up by the taunt, and Angel will send him to the fountain. Angel gets blown up by Canyon, and now SOFM is in trouble. At the same time, Huanfeng picks up a kill onto Ghost, and SOFM is running for his life. He will get taken down.
Continuing to get more and more items. One member gets the Elder Drake. This is, of course, is not ideal for Suning. But can Showmaker save it?
Flash is not available for Showmaker. Continues to step forward. Huanfeng's Mystic Shots don't find the targets. He's shut down. So which team will win? It is balancing on a knife edge, and it will come down to the team fight. Shockwave catches, and Sword Art is dead before he can do anything. No flash, no solar vision inside the pit. Suning starts to step forward, and Beryl is the first target. 4,000 hit points on Baron. They peel away for a brief second and turn back in to chip away. The Ash Arrow catches Huanfeng. DAMWON pick up the Baron. Now they're trying to escape with their lives. Angel
in that fight, he was hovering towards the bot side of the river and just basically zoning both SOFM and Bin. We know that's the way in which we lose. So instead, we're going to leverage our Baron buff. We still have a minute of it left. We're going to take as much away from you as possible. And in the meantime, we're going to gain full vision control over your side of the map. Look at all these wards in the enemy jungle. Now they're going to look for a pick onto Bin.
All right, Bin does have flash available to him. That's the ultimate thrown down. He's holding on to it.
They got what they wanted.
Now.
Quick shot. That ult is now gone from Bin. That backline threat is disappeared. And let's see if Suning... I don't think they're even going to be in a position to contest this because it's already gone.
They're way too late. They're way too late. Elder Dragon with Infernal Soul picked up by DAMWON. They still have themselves the Baron buff as well, and the Ash Arrow goes right between Suning. They're able to escape. Call of the Forge God knocks up Huanfeng, but Sword Art's the target for now. He gets dashed on and jumped on and shot in the face by Canyon. Taken down.
It's possible. Angel and TP top to try and clear that one out, but DAMWON was like, nah, not that one. Showmaker with a fast TP to match, and now they have the wave that they need to break into the base.
Can Can they finish it on this push? That's what we're going to find out. The inhibitor's going to be the next focus. Baron impart minions for just a few seconds longer. That will time out right about now. Elder Drake is available. If anyone from Suning goes low, they will go down. They will die. True Shot Barrage fired from Huanfeng. Does not do a whole lot, but the minions are cleared out. DAMWON have to wait for the next conga line to game 2. This is a best of 5 in the final, and Bin will be forced to run for his life. Grand Starfall comes down once again. Call of the Forge God comes out. We'll find a knock-up. Showmaker running from the side. Bin is going to continue to escape, and the Ash Arrow from Ghost was optimistic. Not going to be a long-range stun this time, but the Cyclone is not available for the ensuing fight. Elder has timed out, and the super minions are currently being caught by Angel. This is good for Suning, but they're at a numbers disadvantage if a fight breaks out.
And that's the window that DAMWON is trying to take advantage of. Notice that there are no control what's left. Arrow comes through.
SOFM gets caught out, flashes away, and he's down! Nuguri gets the final hit for DAMWON. No smite inside the pit, but the Cyclone, the Emperor's Divide, the Solar Flare are huge. They have to be flawless. That is Angel being forced away. Beryl is running him down. The Baron goes low. True Shot Barrage is not going to be enough, but the Baron is secured by DAMWON Gaming. They turn their attention onto Angel, who is forced to use the Emperor's Divide, the slide, the glide. He's holding onto the flash, and he gets popped by Beryl. 2 members of Suning are down, and DAMWON with Baron-empowered minions, they're going to push into the base. They might be looking for the Nexus.
And it was the pick that DAMWON have been looking for. They shut down SOFM, the smite disappears, the risk of a steal gone with it, and now with DAMWON the kill lead, the Baron in their back pocket, and an empty inhibitor standing in their way, they're looking to end game 1.
It has felt like a long time coming, a hard-fought victory, and DAMWON are setting themselves up by taking down the first Nexus turret. They will get themselves the GA out of Bin. The knock-up onto Huanfeng, and he jumps away. The Cyclone goes up, and there's just not enough damage. A lot is returned back onto Ghost. His GA is still up. The first Nexus turret is down, and I think the Showmaker Shockwave did not really do much. Huanfeng is taken out in the backside of the fight, and SOFM will respawn only to die and watch his Nexus explode. DAMWON strike first in finals.
Whew. That was an intense back and forth between DAMWON and Suning. But for the majority of it, it really felt like DAMWON were in control. It was Suning finding creative ways of delaying, coming back, punishing these small decisions that DAMWON were making. And I feel like that if they just played that 4th Drake fight a little bit differently, if they didn't try to go for that clever flank, if they just played more standard front to back, this could have been Suning's game, and I think that what this tells me is that Suning is ready to play. One of the questions that Yamato asked is like, has this team been challenged yet? Well, they're at the World Finals. Maybe they just can't be challenged. I think Suning is showcasing that this team definitely can be challenged.
Longest game at Worlds 2020, clocking in at 45 minutes and 29 seconds. 2 Elder Drakes, 3 Barons, 4 Elemental Drakes, and this entire game was defined from the get-go about those team fights and the objective battles. That's not a huge surprise based on how we've seen the tournament and these teams evolve, but now side selection again stays with Suning. And the next question in my mind is, what happens next?
Side of the map is definitely bot lane. Classic Suning fashion, we're going to see a carry top laner, but it's going to be the Fior. Recognize that Noguri has a wave. It's in a bit of an awkward spot, and he needs assistance, but Canyon needs to clear. What we did see was Canyon hovering around mid, and based on some of the spells that suggested that gank was pretty successful. It forced Angel to burn everything, now they're going for the kill!
Lost Caress picked up! Canyon gets first blood solo!
He will find that crucial pick, but I don't think it will be converted into the Dragon, but they might not care. They're going to trade this Drake for a potential first tower.
Now, at what cost? First blood shall not pass, you shall not go through the Tribush, you shall not collect first blood. And very similarly,
of course, you don't see it in the itemization, but like, it's a pretty big advantage in the bot lane, and for DAMWON, this was the lane that they were most concerned about. Now we see both teams setting up for this Herald.
Herald is going to be the contest. The riposte comes out from Bin. Angel will be the target of the Kali, and Sword Art finds Canyon before he can get a caress down. Now Sword Art will be the target. Ghost is able to get on the board with the first kill. That's a leap into a savagery. The Bowler Strike gets fired out. I think Beryl caught it. There comes the curtain call. We'll be tagging one as Bin gets the first kill of the fight, and now all of a sudden Showmaker gets a reply back onto Angel, flashing away as Ghost is the target of Bin. Huanfeng will not be able to find anybody with a deadly flourish. A leap onto Grom from SOFM. He's already burned the flash. Ghost is going low. The Lantern to safety. He gets
all over the map is seems a little bit stronger right now.
0 towers to 1, 3 kills to 3.
Against an Ornn is not going to melt him at the same speed as an Aphelios is just going to melt through this comp from Suning. So I'm really curious as to how Suning are going to play out these fights. I think they need to look for a pick just like this.
That's a root, scatter the weak, unleashed power.
Excellent.
SOFM had Thrill of the Hunt and he was waiting. I think Showmaker used the blast cone into the river and unfortunately ran into SOFM. Call of the Forge God knocks up one Fang. He had flash. He didn't flash away. He gets caught, gets locked up, gets killed. But now the rest of Suning are arriving. Nogri's going to be the first target. That's a fantastic stun onto Beryl. The re-engage from Sword Art with the Zenith Blade. Beryl stays alive thanks to the stopwatch for a few extra seconds and somehow Sword Art survives. Nogri continues to tank for days. There's not enough damage just yet for Suning to burn through the Ornn, and Ghost remains being chunked down onto Bin. Nogri 2.5k HP. Now he's going to peel back. Call of the Forge God a few seconds away. Sword Art looking for the Shield of Daybreak. Oh, the Zenith Blade. He's holding on to it. Canyon is coming in from behind. He's got access to the last caress. He's looking for a target, and Angel forced to flash away to save his life. Sword Art will be the sacrificial support for Suning, and DAMWON get their first dragon.
And once again, patient team fighting.
No flash available
Suning
for SOFM. There is, of course, some vision being caught out. Death Sentence will connect onto SFM. He's charging up the bar. Bin has teleported into the top lane. 5,000 HP. The red buff is used to throw in. Beryl gets blown up by the ultimate, but there goes Showmaker. He's got one already. He gets a second onto Huan Feng. And the SOFM is in trouble, but the Baron has been stopped. Bin is being helped out, and the spit from Baron picks up the kill onto Nogari. Two members of Suning started
costing his team a lot. When we get the replay, we can actually break down exactly what happened. And I think the red buff was my favorite. Suning to keep the game going.
And they really do. It's still a 2,500 gold lead. Bin's going to jump here on and gets the kill!
Ooh, that right there is what we do.
For Bin's Fiora, I believe it was the last pick as well, if I recall correctly. And it's so far working out. Death Sentence connects onto Sword Art. Call of the Forge God from Nogari prevents or removes any further engage. There will be a counter kill for DAMWON. Now SOFM is in trouble. Death Sentence sidestep, beautifully done by Style of Me. He's looking for the re-engages. Here comes Bin! He's found Ghost! Ghost forced to flash defensively, gets locked up and rooted by the Volley Strike and survives for now with that Molten Edge. Huan Feng is now trying to chase down Canyon, who's flashed defensively himself. Get the reload, get the shot. That's number 3. Shot number 4 is available. Death Sentence onto SOFM. He's going to use the Battle Rod to escape. Jump forward, land the Savagery, but he cannot follow up with more.
Oh, wow, what a fantastic...
40 seconds until the next dragon, or I may not even get a chance here. Ghost, of course, is really the difference maker here on DAMWON since he's joined the squad. I'll get to that story later as the curtain is called. Bin looking for the engage from the back. He's going to jump forward. First kill on to Ghost. Now the tower will fall immediately after. Scatter the weak stuns everyone. Call of the Forge God for the re-engage. That's Angel knocked up. Flash is not available. He's taken out by Showmaker. And the melee in the mid lane as there's already another kill onto Sword Art. There goes Showmaker as well. Bin is dashing and diving forward, looking for the vitals and plunging himself into DAMWON. But the CC chain from Nogari takes him down. SOFM and Huan Feng, they're still sticking around. They got minions to play with. 3 seconds until that Cloud Drake. And
who else is on the way? Beryl is on the warpath. Ghost is going to be respawning soon.
He's got one more shot. SOFM, a full bar underneath. This is for the soul. Huan Feng reloads. 1, 2, throws out the grenade. 5 shot number 2. The dragon's going low. It's picked up by Suning. They get themselves the soul. But
win the fight.
That's a flash forward. Huan Feng gets Canyon. Now Nogari's left inside the pit. Beryl's got no damage. SOFM steps back into the bush. Jumps onto Nogari. Jumps onto Beryl. Does it again. A multi-man stun once again from Angel. Beryl will be able to find the Death Sentence, and that almost shots down Angel. But there won't be enough from the Moonlight Vigil. And here comes SOFM looking for Beryl. Suning get the soul.
Rengar pick. Suning with a huge team fight, securing the soul. Will make the way to the Baron, and Bin's looking for another kill.
It's not over. Showmaker goes down. Bin finds a solo kill. And Shanghai erupt. As the soul is secured, they peel back for the Baron. It's not done yet. Beryl will get caught up by that Zenith Blade, and here comes Canyon over the wall, throwing out hate spike after hate spike. I don't think you want this fight, fam, as Bin will melt us Rift, plus Thrill of the Hunt.
He is the fast Quake shot, and meanwhile Bin is just pushing in the bot lane. Level 80s have come in from across the board, and even with the Ornn upgrades, I don't think it's going to be enough to stop soon.
I really like how they're playing this as well. Now the dive comes in, that's the engage from Bin and SOFM. They'll kill off Beryl with the Baron empowered minions, thanks in the mid.
And he's not going to have any access onto the backline, which means that Suning can just keep walking in, He's not going to take that risk, and Suning, they're going to break the inhibitor. They're looking to take a game off of DAMWON. They're looking to give us more games and more into a stronger bot side of the map, and now they're looking for a fight.
All right, heal used by Hwanfeng. He's got the flash as well. Zenith Blade will find a target. Scout of the Week will not just yet. Here comes Bin. As DAMWON on the full retreat. SOFM hops over the wall, finds himself a route to Nogri. That means he cannot interrupt anyone else. He's being chipped away, melted, he's done, he's dead! That's it, Canyon's finished as well. SOFM hops forward, Ghost flashes defensively and rooted in place. Bin sends him packing. Ghost gets caught out, that's the Quadra, looking for it. Bin will pick it up, get the pentakill for Bin! And Suning Gaming in the World Championship Final! LPL Fiora, Suning step up, and with Rengar in Game 2, even out the series.
This is the LPL Fiora that we have heard so much about. My word, the pentakill at the end there for Bin really just sums up this series. It's just been nothing but skirmish after skirmish. That final team fight was just great patient play. Like the use of the Syndra ultimate to then set it for the stun, the Fiora diving onto the backline. Like, DAMWON had no answers. We were excited to see this Lucian and Evelynn combo, and in the early game they found a couple picks, but they weren't actually able to snowball off the back of it. They weren't able to make those fights work, and the Rengar answer to be able to match on side lane
was exceptional!
SOFM's brain is too big for us mortals to comprehend.
Style of me. I'm trying to remember what Lyric said during Countdown. Was that Suning were the B-sides, the alternative second...
Surprising, but I guess
There's not a
Brawl
lot
more
left.
sets. I would love sets, yeah.
I think it also then empowers the fact that they don't have a lot of CC built into their composition, so adding...
Get ourselves double Omni Stone, and what I love about the draft as well, Nidalee first pick into then Jax and Akali, and Canyon will be jumping in, double buff. We'll get down the smoke screen, below 100 HP, sidestep from end of the line, underneath the tower, one shot and two! Canyon on the board with first blood.
Big mistake there from the laning phase. He was zoning the enemy Akali away from so much farm, generating a huge amount of harassment and just forcing so far. Of course, did find that kill up top, has a slight CS advantage, and now the bot lane looking to get aggressive once more.
Swordart gets the pulverize down, that slows down any further follow-up, but a lot of damage. Now the ultimates are traded back and forth. Grandmaster's might, Counter-Strike comes out, here comes SOFM, manages to put the heal down to build the collateral damage over the wall. Canyon sends Bin back. Just be enough damage from Bin to take down Nugget.
I do like this roam from Swordart. The stun will come through after a flash, but
commitment, headbutt, pulverized, knocked up into the air. Nogari will go down, and it's the trample from Swordart's Alistair that picks it up. Suning on the board.
so this is the
SOFM, Swordart correction up in the top lane. There was a little bit of cover there. Canyon gets a lot of time. CS. SOFM and Canyon will run into each other in a brief moment with the help of Shelly. Here comes the engage. Perfect execution all the way over and through. The flash away. Showmaker's caught out. Angel's low. He's down. The Unleashed Power will pick up the kill. There's a reply back. At least one for SOFM. But Beryl, with the help of the Winter's Bite, the stun will hold Swordart.
completely zoned away from his tower this time round. Not going to have any kind of support, and good awareness from Cannon as he's looking to steal away these camps. Now the dive.
All right, there goes the dive. Headbutt pulverize doesn't work. The slicing Maelstrom manages to hold Bin in place for now. The Glacial Fissure comes out from Beryl, and it's going to be a kill into Bin already. Being in the right place at the right time, you ring that Beryl, and he saves Nagari's life.
Exactly that. Quick shot. Beryl was aware of where Cannon was on the map, and he's like, my responsibility is to cover for the top lane. I have to be aware of any potential dives, and he is there to counter gank. Now, Cannon in the mid lane helping Showmaker shove this wave out. They could even look to contest for this tower. The Waveclaw on Angel is not that strong, and it looks like they're committing.
SOFM is just pieced out of this mid lane. He's going to steal a red buff. The Scout of the Week will find a stun, and the end of the line goes out. I think had Angel a little closer, maybe the collateral damage and Unleashed Power, but not the case. So the tower goes down. The tower goes down top. It's 3-0, and that Goldie's at 5k.
And I think this goes to show how flexible DAMWON can be as a team. In Game 1, it was all about the Drakes. In Game 2, it was a little bit more about the scaling. Now in Game 3, they're all about the early game.
All right,
but
trying to
Nogari,
get some of
I
those
think he's
empowered
overextended here.
strikes. Sword Art's coming out. Javelin Toss goes back in, and Bin gets the first kill. That is huge.
I mean, Sword Art really is camping his... Yeah, and I'm not sure how soon he's going to be able to steal this one away.
Now, when I look at this game, as we see Bin chasing forward, Counter-Strike is up, Showmaker's used the ultimate already. Bin forced to flash. He started this fight, now he's being surrounded.
At the collapse, yep.
Look at the mini-map. Barrel's going to be able to chase, get the blast cone. Not make it over the wall, but will tag the Winter's Bite. Not going to be able to follow over the Deadly Flourish, and now Bin is just looking to get some damage back down. It'll buy a little bit of time as the Leap Strike over the minion. 6 seconds until Dragon. Ironically, stalling this out makes it even more difficult, because now you can't TP in. If the rest of Suning are able to delay, it's going to be 33 seconds before Bin can arrive. Noguri and Canyon are waiting in the wings.
Showmaker TP.
Flash slicing Maelstrom. I've seen Noguri win games from this position. And just the threat alone means the Cloud want to just 3-0 this series, be the stronger team, and this was the type of gameplay that many people are anticipating. As you can see, SOFM being run down here, gets caught by a Deadly Flourish, and collateral damage plus Curtain Call sets up a kill. With 22 minutes in, DAMWON are now going to start the Baron. I think it's important to recognize that after games 1 and 2, Suning proved not only can they compete, they can win, and if they are unable to win this game, they will have side selection for the next one. But there is drama at the Baron pit. Ghost is down.
Very nice.
Inside the pit. Angel continues to chase. The Glacial Fissure comes down from Barrel, but Canyon's the next target. Just as I am talking about DAMWON winning, Suning find themselves a fantastic moment to pick themselves up 3 kills, maybe 4, as Barrel goes down. That's the 4th. And now Noguri has joined the fray. Slicing Maelstrom is available, but I think there's too much to chew off this time. Electro Hamster, and he's running for his life. Angel's going for the hunt. Bin can hop over the wall if Noguri wants to. Angel is swinging those shurikens, looking for a target. Noguri can flash inside the pit. There is SOFM coming from the wings. The gunplay goes down. There goes the hop over from Bin. Perfectly executed, and just at the last moment, Angel takes down Noguri, and this will open up the Baron. Suning are right back in it.
There is a reason why we dub him the Angel of Death when he gets his hands on a Kali. When the
They have been beautiful on both sides, and both previous games been dancing on a knife's edge.
He's been getting the Glacial Augment a lot with the Omnistone route choice, and I think that this setup basically allows him to guarantee the Sphere. Now the TP flank from Noguri.
Running! That's so much damage, cannot kick him away. Headbutt pulverized just to knock Noguri up in the air, but the teleport will get the kill for Huan Feng. Let's see what SOFM can do with that itemization, Vedius, that you were just alluding to. Top lane, Angel is pushing into the base. He's opened the inhibitor turret. We are setting ourselves up for a dramatic ending here. Teleport coming in now. Noguri's going to make his way forward. I don't think he'll be in time to interrupt it. Angel joins the fray. Noguri's got no TP available because he used it to kill Huan Feng. Barrel's running for his life, and he stays alive just a few seconds longer as Canyon is the first to fall. Somehow, the rest of DAMWON are able to escape. Ghost has got no flash and no heal, and the damage that he's chucking out with this Jhin and the 2-man stun from Showmaker is helping DAMWON out. There's the defensive leap, and Suning are backing away. The Maelstrom's not available for Noguri. I was looking at the cooldown. Get away from Scatter the Weak, but you can feel the magnetic pull of Elder Dragon. That could be the deal breaker. Angel is caught out. The slicing Maelstrom from Noguri. Stopwatch is used from Angel. He stays alive. The stun comes down from Bin. That will force DAMWON to disengage, but the damage may already be done. Defensive leap strike as Canyon dashes forward. He's already used the collateral to pick up the kill onto Bin. The rest of Suning are now running for their lives as they're being flanked. Ring the barrel! As the Winter's Bite comes out, it doesn't find a target. Barrel gets knocked up into the air, and the Curtain Call does have the slicing Maelstrom, but look at Sword Art. He's trying to flank. Elder's the focus. Will DAMWON re-engage? No flash for Noguri. I don't think they want to give it up. That's a very big stun from Scatter the Weak. Huan Feng's locked inside the pit. Noguri's going to get slowed down. That Super Soaker from SOFM doing tons of work. The Elder Dragon is secured by Suning. The slicing Maelstrom will be able to pick up the kill onto Huan Feng, but now it's Angel that's falling immediately after. What can Bin do? A 2-for-1, but the Elder goes to Suning.
Oh, look at SOFM. Oh, Ghost's going to cancel his ultimate there to immediately get out of the situation. There's a thing about LCK and cannons, and they're just very good at the
exceptional. We've seen it this tournament already. Sword Art's going to get rooted in place, forced to throw down that unbreakable will. He's still holding on to the flash, still holding on to the exhaust. That's the headbutt, the pulverize, the defensive chase away, and he just gets blown up. The moment that ulti times out, it's a minute 45 to Elder. Angel's going to get jumped on by Canyon.
There's still Flash ultimate available on Noguri.
One Fung, no true shot barrage. Bin is making his way forward. Baron solo. Canyon is dropped low by Angel. He's dashed inside the pit. Knock up from Baron. Angel's trying to continue, but the Baron is secured by DAMWON. The slicing Maelstrom is slowing down the Suning engage. Bin forced to retreat. DAMWON get themselves a kill onto Jax. The curtain call tags Angel, and with the help of the follow-up, it's Showmaker killing Angel. Now One Fung gets one back onto Showmaker, but 3 quick kills as well as the Baron buff, and SOFM misses the Javelin toss.
That's a big crit.
Down, Ghost is chasing, and will most likely not get there, maybe pushing
Oh,
for the
they
win.
may very well look for that end, and to think that it was just one big mistake that came through from Sorda that could cost his team the game. TPs are available for Showmaker when he respawns. Sorda looking to hold the line.
SOFM jumping, pouncing forward, will force Barrel backwards, goes Golden to buy the time, but the Baron powered minions are still hammering away on the Nexus start. The exhaust will slow down the inevitable deaths, but not the ace, will not stop and save the base. DAMWON are 1 win away from being crowned world champions. What was that game?
It was a stressful one for DAMWON, that's for sure. They had Dragon Soul, they were looking clean, but then one big team fight where Angel was able to just pop off around the Baron is really where things started to swing in momentum. Suning getting themselves a Baron buff, equalizing the gold, getting themselves the Elder. And then the game was decided off of a single pick onto Sword Art. Without him, without their engage, Suning just couldn't contest that Baron. They couldn't buy more time, and DAMWON immediately pounce.
The execution in these team fights has been just sublime to watch. And I think you have to give so much credit to Suning here because they bounced back.
They keep that Suning sticking with the theme of their teamfight composition with the Leona, with the Orianna.
Thank you. Yeah.
But Ghost, his positioning is definitely making up for it. He's got to be careful. The root comes through.
Oh, that's a big root. The flamethrower comes out, cleanse as well.
go in.
Flash forward, 100 HP, turning the damage back onto Huan Feng. Teleports come out, Huan Feng's heal, and Flash has already been used. The Comet Spear comes out from Beryl. First blood to DAMWON. The Showmaker team more advantages, or maybe land the first few punches coming into the finals. And they were the favorites. And, you know, it's been a competitive or a close series. DAMWON have been pushed to the brink. Now Showmaker's under some trouble, but Noguri's going to come down with Call of the Forge God. Unleash Power comes out. SOFM's on the wrong side of the rift. The collateral damage won't pick up the kill. And the body block from Canyon. It ends up being a 1-for-1, 2-for-1, as Canyon gets a double kill after shooting.
There have been fights where Suning have been able to outperform them. Like we're seeing right now. Suning has the ability to go toe-to-toe with DAMWON.
Sword and pickaxe, that's going to chunk Huan Feng down to 50%, and now Canyon. The Lamb's Respite is available. Cannon Barrage not yet chucked out. That's been knocked up into the air. Finally throws it down. I think it was Chain CC. Now all of a sudden there's pressure in the bottom lane. SOFM gets jumped on by Beryl. The flash engage already. Sword Art and Huan Feng can't do more. And they won't be able to get anything other than this next plate. Look at the mid lane and the top lane. DAMWON continue to put their priorities going to be, because Canyon has had a significantly higher impact early on. Solar Flare dodged away from Flash. Zenith Blade, shield up, Daybreak into the Moonlight Vigil. And a couple of shots from a Flamethrower gets the 3rd kill for Suning. Grand Stormfall comes in, but where's the follow-up? If Suning stay committed, Canyon can come in. And he's
that is fine. I'm more talking about the cross map. Yeah. I'm more talking about like
third different team, third set of players, third play style. Something that you can't underestimate or talk enough about is just how deep the LPL player pool is. As Ben is just going to get chunked out here underneath the tower. Lamb's Respite will buy some time. Beautifully executed, honestly, by both. But
about a minute and a half, and I don't think Suning's going to be strong enough to contest.
Doesn't feel that way. Slowly starting to run.
His back is reset, which means that bot tower's going to also die. This is going to cleanly set up for the Drake. Like, DAMWON's just playing like the whole map extremely well right now.
This is the DAMWON that everyone expected to see. I said it in the previous game, and then one Baron team fight goes the way of Suning.
So that's the thing. You can't just give up on Suning because they haven't given up once this series.
100%.
They are going to fight this. The Gangplank Ultimate is going to be up soon. Huanfeng doesn't even have his Infinity Edge yet, but here we go.
Shockwave, that's going to whiff. That only tags the Dragon. Solar Flare comes out. Call the Forge God will send Suning packing. Sword Art forced to flash defensively, and while the Moonlight Vigil will get some damage down, Beryl is picked up by Angel. Dragon number 3 goes the way of DAMWON. Well, it's starting to look scarier and scarier. Nogri and Canyon, they're going to look for the fight here. Dash forward, dance of arrows as well. Bin's going to be able to survive just a few seconds longer before I think the Bellows Breath finally took him out.
In control of DAMWON, it feels like that there's no way in which they can really lose this game. But I felt that way last game too.
Oh, Solar Flare engages there onto Showmaker. It's going to get the Zenith Blade, stands on top of the Lamb's Respite. Sort of survives a few seconds longer, but Huanfeng and the rest of Suning, they don't get there in time. Ghost comes in from behind, manages to take out Huanfeng. The Grand Starfall jumps onto Angel. Here comes Bin, throws down the barrels. It gets shot and interrupted. I think Canyon got both. SOFM manages to pick up 1 kill onto Showmaker while Angel takes out Beryl. Here comes Noguri, and he takes down the Angel of Death with the help of Ghost. SOFM running through the enemy jungle, the last man standing. Suning down 4,000 gold, and Canyon will hop himself forward, goes godlike 11. As obviously following up from the superstars of Canyon, Noguri, as well as Showmaker. And look at this, another kill. SOFM is down. My boy Ghost is on a killing spree.
That will be the final nail in the coffin. Of course, Suning, they've showcased multiple times that they will fight you to the death, but Bin just gonna face check. That's dead. He is just dead. And Suning are falling apart in this 4th game. We hope ourselves the Infernal Drake Soul. They are so close to secure fight from the brink of death multiple times. And if they can find another miracle fight, then maybe they can turn it around. But the damage seems so strong. SOFM.
Here comes Beryl. The blast cone gets SOFM alive for a few seconds longer. Bin's waiting for a barrel chain. That's some damage. That's a flash over the wall. Bin's trying to hunt them down. Showmaker gets killed as Canyon forced to flash over the wall. Uses the Dance of Arrows instead. I just started writing them off, but here come DAMWON. That's the engage from Noguri. Everybody on Suning is low. The barrel is danced away from by Canyon. A double kill for Beryl, and Angel is running for his life. 4 members of Suning are down.
Promising at first, but then it all fell apart. Canyon stayed alive.
Suning get caught on the wrong side of the rift, and they just get run down in the jungle by DAMWON.
They certainly did. Suning have had a fantastic performance throughout this series, and now they are just being dismantled by DAMWON. Another double kill goes into the back pockets of Ghost. They have the Baron buff. They're looking to break into the base.
706 for the best jungler in the world, Canyon on Kindred. 714 for Ghost playing Caitlyn, with Baron buff pushing into the base of Suning. The inhibitor turret is now taken out. The inhibitor will be the focus, and 2 members are dead. 10 seconds. Whether or not playing on home soil was cursed, because outside of Samsung in Korea and Fnatic in Europe, almost every home representative has lost. And look at that engage. 2 more kills, diving into the base. Angel gets airtime with the knockups. 4 members of DAMWON pushing to the mid lane. All 5 group up to take down the inhibitor, and this might be the final push. It's been a 3-year hiatus for the LCK, a drought when it comes to finals appearances. And today, DAMWON Gaming will shut down Suning. DAMWON will silence Shanghai, and DAMWON Gaming are your season 2020 world champions. Suning gave us so much hope. Game 1 and 2 and the potential comeback in Game 3, but look at the elation on DAMWON.
An exquisite performance from DAMWON throughout the entire tournament. They were considered one of the favorites, and they have been dominant from start to finish. They've dropped a couple games. It felt like that there were a couple of moments where they could have been exploited, but every single time they overcame and they were able to improve, and very deserving of the World Championship title. What an impressive performance, and commiserations, of course, to Suning. It has to be disappointing. It is always frustrating at the final hurdle to not be able to quite make it, but it was always going to be a challenge against the Titans that are DAMWON. This could be the beginning of their legacy. The LCK have a history of taking multiple titles once they take one, and DAMWON will definitely be the team to beat going into 2021.
Absolutely no doubt about it. Suning faced off against all of the tournament favorites and made them work.
Oh, they did.
Eliminated most and stood toe to toe with DAMWON Gaming. Congratulations to them. For more on the win, we will be waiting to set up in Shanghai. Summoners Cup. Waiting for the LCK, for DAMWON Gaming to once again hoist it. Put yourself in the minds and the hearts of the fans in Shanghai. The journey, the run, the magic, the belief. I believed.
Yeah.
I bought into the Suning hype. But DAMWON did not. They're not quite ready for us yet, Thaddeus. So we're enjoying some scenic shots.
I mean, it's great that we were able to get a crowd, and also I'm just so grateful that we were even able to have a World Championship this year. It's been a tough year for everyone, and to be able to get this and to be able to watch it and to be able to experience it has been great. And it's just been a really fantastic tournament. I think that we've seen so many fantastic teams. We've seen evolutions in the meta. Even in the final, we saw new picks, we saw adaptations, and like, this young team has grown so much over the last 2 years. The amount that DAMWON has accomplished. Back in 2018, teams at Worlds were already talking about scrimming this team.
This challenger team that was taking over, that faltered in 2019, that rose to the occasion to take over in 2020. To Noguri, Canyon, Showmaker, Ghost, Beryl, the entire DAMWON Gaming organization, and everyone in South Korea and the LCK. Congratulations to the 2020 World Champions. We're going to send it to Shanghai for the trophy ceremony presented by Mercedes-Benz.
All the audience could cheer for the 10th League of Legends World Championship, the champion, DAMWON Gaming. And now we'll present the medals to 2020 League of Legends World Champions. I would like to welcome Nico Lauren, CEO of Riot Games, Leo Lin, Head of Riot China, and John Needham, Riot Games Global Head of Esports. Now let's welcome 3 guests to present the medals for our champions. Thank you. And everyone here in Shanghai and watching from all around the world. Please give a round of applause and cheer for our 2020 League of Legends World Champion, DAMWON Gaming. And DAMWON Gaming, please lift the trophy. And now, let's welcome Showmaker.